Here, Whitey's here again. Going live because we got nothing better to do with our lives.
Nothing.
I'm saying it now while there's no one even watching this. His views don't necessarily reflect on my views. Watch at your own risk. Too fucking bad. All right. So
that's where I customarily say something about the Jewish community. But I'm just gonna
but what were we talking about? Oh, we were spending 20 minutes of Whitey trying to set up his tablet to record. And we were talking. What were we talking about? Bronies. You learned what a brony was.
Today was my introduction to bronies. I'm just gonna grab random stuff. See, I have something to look at.
Look how old this is.
What is it?
It's a book on the first ladies. You want to see how old it is? The last first lady in this is not Betty Ford. Wow, that'd be really old. Reagan. There you go. Barbara Bush was the last one.
Bush. Wow. So that here, I'll just do this for the rest of the show. You're
like the Vanna White showing off things.
So you're saying something about bronies? Are they gay?
I don't know necessarily. Here's the thing: I told the story upstairs because Whitey came over, and after he suffered through an episode of Goosebumps that my daughter was watching.
No, and then was it Ponies?
Yeah, you watched
Mermaid was the last.
Yeah, you're watching My Little Ponies with her, and you learned what a brony was. And I don't know if I told the story here.
Why do I wake up in the morning? Like, Jesus. I dream in color. I dream in red.
I don't know if I ever told the story here before, but when we took the kid to go see the My Little.
DDWS says, "Let me get."
Oh yeah, just so you know, we are also live on his channel. So
on the skin and puts it in the basket.
So if I get distracted reading over there, it's his fucking fault.
Wow, who the shit is that?
Eisenhower. Wow, Mary Eisenhower.
That's a face that makes you want to ejaculate on it.
That's a face Stevie Wonder could love, right? But we took the little one to see the My Little Pony movie. And oh dear God, what was that? That looks like mother.
That looks just like the lady living in our house.
That looks like the mother from the mom Fratelli from the Goonies.
Wow.
But we took the little one to see the My Little Pony movie, and that's where we met our first brony. And we sat way in the back, and so we could see full view of the screen. And then in the darkest corner. Florence, what was
Nightingale?
That? No, that's not Florence Nightingale. Florence, move your fucking Harding?
Yeah, Tanya Harding's mom.
That looks like Kurt Tanya Harding.
That is.
Here, hold the pictures up higher. There you go. Say.
Well, I'm
that's
not doing it for your show.
Yeah, you are.
What is it with the first ladies that were all?
That's a dude.
Hard looking.
Well, that was the look at the time.
Yeah.
But we took the little one to see My Little Pony, the movie. We're sitting in the back seat, and in the darkest corner, all by himself, was a man older than us. He doesn't like me to tell you, but those are handsome ladies. Yeah, you're right. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome.
Hello.
Jennifer's cool. She's been a follower of this channel for a while, and she's just now got onto YouTube.
She's got a bigger mustache than me.
That looks like Paul Rubens.
Yeah, like fucking hell.
But
she's hot.
So we're sitting in the back row, and then in that corner is a man older than us. We're near 40, even though he doesn't like to admit it.
Let's not talk about how old we are.
Fatter than us, balder than me, and he's sitting there eating his jujubes and drinking his soda by himself, watching the My Little Pony movie.
Oh my God.
And we know there's no kids with him, like in the bathroom or something, because we're now like 15 minutes into the film. And he's also giggling and laughing. And then here's the thing. Like I said upstairs, I watched the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic show with our daughter. And the writing is actually kind of smart. It's kind of, it's kind of funny in parts, this and that. It's obviously written so adults who are forced to watch this show with their kids.
Can we just sit this here?
No, because you're going to knock that over, because that's what happens every time. And then now you're not in frame, and you're going to get all pissed off.
That's fine. No, I'm not. Rocky's in frame, and that's what matters.
Oh, so you're Rocky? Okay.
Yeah, you go.
All right. Anyways, so we're watching this, and it's a 90-minute film.
Yeah.
So the credits are rolling, and our daughter's about ready to get up, and we're like, honey, no.
Yeah.
Let that guy leave first. And then you were pretty shocked at the fact that Bronies don't just exist, but they have conventions.
They congregate.
If there, my wife found it on her phone. There's a lot of them that congregate in New York, Los Angeles,
Of course.
Seattle.
Hippies.
There was one in Texas.
Yeah.
There was one we saw that was kind of weird that's in Brazil.
Yeah, and that makes sense to me because, like, Hispanics are effeminate as shit. Like, the whole Latin
Not
culture.
always.
Yeah, they play soccer, dude.
So do the British, but they call
soccer
it football.
came out of the closet in the 70s, like, as a sport.
I watch wrestling. I don't watch
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But
Speaking of gay as the day is
but
long.
he might not like it. But I've already decided for him when the weather gets better, Whitey and Cracker hit the road to Chicago, and we're going to infiltrate a Bronies convention.
All that happens if I go to Chicago is black people shoot at me. Can we just, like, go to some
Well, we found another closer one, didn't we? I think.
Man, you're on top of this.
We're doing it.
We're
doing it.
Backseat screaming. It's like you know that what's that the old joke? I want to go. When I die, I want to die in my sleep like my grandpa, but not like the people screaming. The other people in the car who were screaming.
Something like that. Yeah. When I die, just throw me in the trash.
Yeah.
No one's gonna care.
I told my dad he's getting a Viking funeral with a Zippo, and he's going into a coffee.
You gotta push him down the Kishwaukee River. There's enough garbage in there already. He'll
Thank you for letting me swim in your testicles, sir.
He'll catch on fire like that with all the trash in that lake.
Oh my
God. That river.
With all the McDonald's he's got in him.
With all the McDonald's that's in
Straight
the
up, yeah.
with all the McDonald's that's already in the lake too.
Yeah,
or in the
yeah.
river. What else were we talking about? You're talking about how just the nostalgia of when we were young. Still, I'm able to watch like He-Man and like Thundercats and enjoy it by just laughing at it, seeing how cheesy it is. It's hard to watch stuff nowadays. Like when we were doing like our cartoon commentaries and stuff like that, some of the stuff like nowadays you just couldn't handle, and you just didn't understand why.
No, they just aren't. They ain't making it like they used to. But we were just watching
Goosebumps?
Goosebumps, and that was pretty rough.
And that was mid to late 90s. Did you ever watch Cartoon Cops with Big Boss? Yeah, I watched the Cartoon Cops. Cops was a group of like cops that the criminals were like super villains. Like there was a woman called Ms. Demeanor, and there was another one called like Ice Pick or Iceberg or something like that. Really bizarre. Yeah, I remember Ms. Demeanor.
That's coming from
That
When the World is Carmen San Diego. Had a character named Ms. Demeanor.
I used to read all the Carmen San Diego books.
Wow, I used to watch the show.
Yeah, the one of those on Channel 11.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the black lady on that was the black lady on Ghost Rider, and that's all I know about that. That's all I remember about Carmen San Diego.
Remember when we?
I couldn't tell you a thing one about like a case or an episode.
I remember when we did our on your channel before it got deleted. We watched an episode of Ghost Rider, and Samuel L. Jackson was in it. Of all people, he played like the dad or something.
The very first episode, the pilot, he played the dad, and then the Raptors got him.
He didn't say motherfucker once.
Oh, poor bastard. I was just watching a film he was in called Sphere. Did you ever see that?
That's the one with Sharon Stone, I think, right? Sharon Stone and not De Niro, the other one, Dustin Hoffman.
Yep.
I used to play the Carmen San Diego game at the library. Yeah, the games were fun.
And they go up to the bottom of the ocean, and there's a sphere, and it's an alien, and everybody dies.
All right.
That's all I remember. I saw that back in the day.
I know the book was really popular because
Carmen San Diego.
No, the Sphere. It's a Michael Crichton book.
Okay, yeah, yes.
He also did Jurassic Park
Yeah,
and
all kinds of shit.
Congo.
Yeah.
I always get Sphere and Event Horizon mixed up. Event
Very
Horizon.
similar films.
Me and the wife watched Event Horizon one night, and we were just fucking confused as hell.
Yeah.
We understand it's a space station that goes through hell, but like the whole 90 minutes, we were just confused on what the fuck was going on after we figured out, oh, they're in hell.
We should talk about it and then edit it into a separate review. But there, Event Horizon is in space.
Mm-hmm.
Sphere is at the bottom of the ocean. Same movie. They're the same. It's the same concept.
Okay.
In that your fears become reality.
Okay.
And eat you.
Really?
Basically.
I remember. Well, I like the director of Event Horizon because he did the Mortal Kombat movie. He did a lot of the Resident Evil movies. He's married to Mila Jovovich.
Ooh, what are we talking about?
Paul Anderson.
Oh,
he's
Paul
a director.
Joseph.
Paul W.S.
No, Paul W.S. Anderson.
And he also directed a movie that everyone hates but me with Kurt Russell called Soldier.
I didn't hate that.
Really? It seems like everybody I talked to hated that movie. He directed that.
It wasn't great, but I found it interesting.
Yeah, he was fun.
So let's talk about. Let's do a quick review on that. Soldier came out in
97.
90s.
Sure.
Yeah, Gary. Right as he was getting full crazy. This is like
Busey was in it?
Yeah, Gary Busey.
I don't remember Busey being in it.
So anyway, there's Kurt Russell plays a soldier. In the first 20 minutes or so of the film, Gary Busey's the commanding officer.
Okay. It's
And
been
then
years
there's
since
another
I've seen
guy who's been in other shit who was the XO. And they're soldiers. So they're you see them in different combat situations.
Yeah, they're bred from birth.
Bred from birth to be soldiers, and then basically the next generation of genetically perfected soldier comes out. So these guys are they're like bred from birth. So it's like what's his name from 300? King Leonidas. The day they're born, they're trained to be soldiers. But then they're replaced by soldiers who are genetically designed. And so it's the next generation. And these guys...
You know what? I'm going to move this.
Okay.
Because I think...
You know, be a dick. Go ahead.
Well, because they're saying it's like the screen is getting pixelated, and I think it's because that thing
Okay.
is right next to that.
So, there's the next evolution of soldier, and they're like box screen TVs get replaced by flat screen TVs,
Yeah.
and then the guy who's
Misery's here.
Misery. The guy who's been in Fuck Everything is the villain. He was the bad guy in Harry Potter. He's the bad guy in.
Well, I know the new soldier is Jason Scott Lee, and he was in the Bruce Lee movie Dragon, which I love.
Really buff, fast Asian.
And he does a lot of voiceover work now.
Yeah.
Like he's in Lilo and Stitch, which you don't have a kid, so you don't know what that is, but a really good martial artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, that's Kurt Russell and the old soldiers kind of get annihilated in a test of sorts. So they, not all of them, but he ends up somehow he gets left on this planet.
Yeah, it's like the garbage planet.
Yeah,
basically.
and he's rescued by the people who live there, who are kind of like nomadic or something. And then he ends up fighting the new generation bad guys, and Gary Busey dies.
I can't believe Gary Busey's still alive.
But this was Gary Busey 52 seconds before he went all the way fucking psycho.
Yeah.
I lost his mind completely.
Hi, Horror Digest. Yeah, because he got in that motorcycle accident, and that's where...
So that was like back in the 70s or early 80s.
Oh, no, that was 90s, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was further back.
No, I think it was in the 90s, like after Point Break.
Okay.
And that's when,
I know he had. They were really worried about brain damage.
And he also had like a tumor, like in his nasal passages.
It was a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Okay, it is a
he
tumor.
he hit it. What he was doing, he was riding his motorcycle, way past the speed limit, no helmet, and he turned the corner and he flipped off and he hit the curb, like that.
Oof.
And then that just caused a severe brain damage. But I also think, I don't know if it was a tumor or like a blood clot or something, like in the nasal passages, and it just came out, and he's just been half retarded since.
Yeah.
Which sucked because he was really good
Oh
at it.
yeah, I thought the way I understood it was it happened earlier than that, and they thought there's gonna be brain damage, and then he was kind of okay. It was a surprise, but then like
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty
as
sure.
time has gone on, his mental state is clearly deteriorating.
And that's what's sad is Gary Busey is now known for being crazy Gary Busey.
Yeah, the young kids today.
He was it's not a tumor. He was great like in the Buddy Holly story.
Yeah.
Even movies like
just name
Predator
anything
2,
he's
Point
been
Break,
in, for sure.
The First Lethal Weapon as Mr. Joshua. He was scary Gary Busey before he was scary Gary Busey.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
He had a lot of talent, and I like his son Jake a lot.
Yeah.
Jake was in the new Predator movie. He actually played the son of Gary Busey's character from Predator 2, which was kind of cool. New Predator movie was kind of fun. I mean, it was what it was. It wasn't like fantastic. That's gonna fall over.
That is gonna kill 3 kids.
Yep.
That's gonna kill that guy from who got killed by the helicopter. What was that dude's name?
Killed by the Oh, Vic Morrow.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the footage of Vic Morrow
When
with the helicopter?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Is
it's
it-
on YouTube.
That's sad.
Well,
Do you actually see anything? or
what
do
you see is
the
if
helicopter fall
people
out of
don't
the
know, back in the early '80s, the Twilight Zone movie came out, and what
Yeah.
the Twilight Zone movie was, it was an anthology movie with a wraparound story. 4 different stories directed by 4 different directors: John Landis, Steven Spielberg, Joe Dante, and someone else. I can't think of the last one, but. Like one was, the Gremlin on the Wing of the Plane with John Lithgow, and then there was another one where the boy could do things with his mind, and he kept people trapped in the house. And then the Steven Spielberg one was Scatman Crothers helped the people in the old folks' home turn into children again. And then, but the first story was directed by John Landis. John Landis directed Animal House and Blues Brothers, American Werewolf in London. But his story is we're following Vic Morrow. And Vic Morrow is this, I hate everybody, like races. Like he hates the blacks, he hates the Jews, he hates Asians, okay? Because he's in a bar. Yeah, it was the first one. He's in a bar with his buddies, and I think he just lost his job to an Asian guy or a black guy or something like that. And he's saying all these racial slurs, and blacks are sitting next to him, and Asians are sitting next to him. And as he leaves the bar, he's suddenly in Nazi Germany as a Jew.
Yeah.
So he's running and hiding from the Germans. And then suddenly he's on like a balcony and the Germans shoot at him. I loved him in the older movie when he was so mean to Meatloaf in The Apprentice. I got mad. I don't know about that one. Never heard of that movie. Oh. Anyways, he's on the balcony and the Germans shoot at him and he falls, and as he lands, he wakes up and he sees rednecks standing over him and they're calling him boy and this and that. And he finds out he is a black person about to get lynched by the KKK. So he escapes them, and as he is running away from them, he wakes up and he is an Asian in the Vietnam War.
Yeah. And
you see, the soldiers coming at him and this and that. And then he dodges a grenade. And then when the grenade happens, he jumps. He ends up back in Nazi Germany. They throw him on, in the train or whatever, the wooden, in the crate, and they're taking him to the concentration camp. That's where it ends, okay, in the movie. Now, what happened was there was a scene after that. Somehow he gets back to Vietnam, and he's running through one of the villages, and I don't know if it's when there's the helicopters are doing like the nukes or whatever, what I mean, dropping the bombs. Well, he's running through the village and he sees these 2 little kids, a very young boy, a very young girl, and Landis was already breaking rules because they are out way past like 2 a.m. or some shit like that. Before those laws were in effect, I think. I'm not sure. But Vic is got the 2 kids like this, okay, and he's running with them, and there's explosions going off, beside him. There's a helicopter circling above them. And according to, this is just me remembering, either the pilot missed his mark or the explosion went off early. Yeah. And the pilot fucked up and he crashes the helicopter, and the tail end of the helicopter with the blade still going lands on all 3 of them, and it killed them all instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And John Landis was obviously sued for manslaughter. Vic Morrow is Jennifer Jason Leigh's father, so her family sued, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh was, and this was early '80s, so I think it was like before Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
And people have said, Landis was eventually acquitted, but he was forced to pay fines or something for the children, or I don't know all the legal shit. Hey Bronco, but people said, the YouTube footage or the video of him dying is on YouTube, and you can watch it because it's not graphic.
Yeah.
And it's because it's the footage that was used in the court case. And it's you don't see a lot. You see Vic, and he's holding the kids, and you do see the explosion. And you see them in the background, and then suddenly you just see the tail end of the helicopter just go.
Yeah.
And it flattens them. You don't see any graphic.
Yeah.
But you literally see it just go.
Wow. And the way I understood it is they got crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And or drowned, and then he got decapitated.
Yeah, him and one of the kids was decapitated, and the other one was crushed, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's fucking awful. Because he was a damn good actor.
I've only seen him in that and Bad News Bears.
He did.
And Jennifer said something that he was in a movie with Meatloaf, I think called, I don't know if he called it The Apprentice or something, but I only know him from Twilight Zone and Bad News Bears.
The lead in a TV show called Combat for a bunch of years.
My dad told me about that.
Yeah. And then his character was from Springfield. I remember that.
Okay.
But really good guy, really good actor. And so naturally, Justin Bieber's doing fine. Vic Morrow gets decapitated.
Yep.
That's just the way it fucking goes. Luke Perry, nice guy, has a stroke and dies. Bieber's doing fine, never been better.
You really hate the Bieber, don't you?
Nobody likes. Oh my god, the whole
40-year-old women with no lives like Bieber.
Is she upstairs?
She has a life. She has a life.
Okay.
But there's a difference between liking a person's music.
Married with a kid.
But there's a difference between liking a person's music and then not liking them personally. So if someone likes Justin Bieber's music,
he can just die and go to hell. That's all I'm saying. I just take him out slow. But why? It's always the good guys. When was the last time a complete asshole bit it?
Like bit it bad?
Like died horribly. Never. It's never happened.
OJ's still alive, isn't he?
It's always Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Anton Yelchin.
Who still hurts you?
This guy.
Luke Perry.
Bieber's doing fine.
I don't know, because what did I just say? OJ's still alive, right?
Kicking.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Jussie Smollett, not a scratch.
Now he says that now they're dropping the case or something like that. All charges. I don't know. I really don't care.
So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because I'm going to find another redneck and we are going to beat his ass. I'm not just going to yell mega country. I'm tattooing it mega on one butt cheek and country on the other butt cheek. Mega country. And then, the second A will be his butthole. We need an O. The O in country will be his orifice. Yeah.
And I invite you over here. Why?
Bieber's doing great. Perfect health.
That we know. You never know that. He could be dying for all we know.
Let's hope. Let's hope that ill-begotten becomes the bees.
That's fantastic.
Gary Busey,
Gary Busey's still
brain
alive.
damage.
I don't. Like I said, that guy will never die. He's like a cockroach. If he couldn't die, if he couldn't get killed in that motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
Whitey? What? You can't ask your mom for a juice pack? Okay. I have to go right now because I have to give my daughter a juice pack.
Don't get killed. You're a good guy. It's
I'm going to leave this running, though, and I'm going to let you entertain the people.
Juice packs killed Jack Kennedy. Be careful.
All right.
I have to entertain the people?
Yeah, you can try. Don't touch the phone.
Okay, I think I've told it before.
Yes, I'm coming.
I'll tell my Hitler joke. Have you guys heard my Hitler joke? This is gonna lose like all his subs. Here we go. It's the Hitler joke. Okay, so Hitler's in the command bunker with his generals and shit, and he's laying down the final solution to exterminate the Jews. Okay, so this is Hitler. So we are going to build a very large army, and then we are going to invade all of Europe. And when we get there, we are going to kill 6 million Jews and 1 birthday clown. And then his generals all look around and stuff. They don't know what to make of this. And finally one guy goes, Mein Führer, why kill the birthday clown? And then Hitler says, see, no one cares about the Jews. There we go. That's what I do when he's not around. I hope anybody laughed at that at all. You probably heard that one before. The only other thing we got going on here is some Play-Doh and a lot of VHS wrestling tapes. Did you like that? I'm glad you liked that one. I got one more joke that I know at all while he's gone, because I can't tell him while he's here. Okay, so a zebra dies and goes to heaven, and when it gets there, is it Saint Peter? Saint Peter's like, you know, hey, welcome to heaven. Do you have any questions for me? And he goes, yeah, I've always wondered this. Always back.
What are you doing?
I'm telling the zebra goes to heaven joke. I already did my Hitler joke. You missed it.
Okay, you don't have to tell me again.
Okay, so the zebra says, yeah, I got a question. Am I a black zebra with white stripes or a white zebra
Wait
with
a minute.
black stripes?
How racist is this joke gonna be?
On a scale of 1 to about a 4?
Because remember, I don't want people to hate my channel because you're that much.
Two racist jokes I know the moment you were gone.
You dickhead. Good. I don't even know what you said, but Bronco said you're gay for that, so I'm gonna agree. I don't know. I'm gonna agree that you were gay.
Should I still tell the zebra jokes?
No.
DWR liked it. No, Misery laughed, man.
Okay.
I got some chuckles.
You got some chuckles. I'll do
And then
live chat.
Jennifer is like unsubbing right now as we speak.
Don't I like Jennifer, you prick? You asshole. I fucking hate you, you
The
cocksucker.
moment you left the room, Monk, here's my Hitler joke.
All messages are visible. Now, good. Now everything's visible.
Oh my god.
Oh, look, that was gay. And now Eric just got a strike. Shut it down. Yeah, well, what else is fucking new? You ruin everything for everybody, don't you?
It's classic. So, the punchline is... Wait.
Tater Tot says hello.
Hi, Mrs. Cracker.
Yeah,
Hi,
she's-
Tater Tot.
yeah. Anyway.
Did you catch the Hitler joke?
No, and you can tell me. I don't care. I don't want to hear
I
it.
just told him the Hitler
Well, they
joke.
told-
I was
you
doing
told
the
them.
zebra joke now. Have you heard the zebra joke?
See, look, thank goodness. Okay, Jennifer still loves me, you prick. You know what? It's like, you know what? You're like that kid that, you know, you're left alone and you see
The
like,
more I see the
you're like that kid that's being babysat and, you know,
I see that.
I go to answer the door and you see that like that little plug cover isn't stuck over,
So
you
I
know,
stick a fork
you
in
stick
it.
a fork in the fucking light socket.
Yeah,
Ah.
pretty much. That's
Tater, she heard Tater Tot in the video. I'm not a Tater Tot. Remember when she yelled at me?
she did.
Yeah.
You got a cute kid.
Thank you.
I don't know how you pulled it off.
My wife.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So when you have a kid, make sure you get someone who's pretty.
Who the hell?
I,
That's the thing. Like, who's gonna marry me and be like, yeah?
You don't have to be married to have a kid.
Well, that's true.
Just
But
get
I mean,
someone
like,
drunk enough and be like, hey,
How do
how are those beer goggles?
How do I have a kid that doesn't have multiple felonies pre-juvie? Like, you know, I'm gonna either my kid's gonna grow up and work for NASA and put us on Jupiter,
Well, you are.
or my kid's gonna kill like 10,000 people.
DWR says we're both good-looking men.
Ah, thanks, buddy. I was wondering why he likes this show so much.
He's a very lonely man, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So Pete.
Who would
St.
want to
Peter
breed with
said-
him, Bronco? Well,
Misery does.
you and I both got married with kids, so And there's no room to talk, buddy.
Yeah, see? I had a lady really intimate
And
work,
see,
but
in Iowa and lonely. So when we go to the Brony convention in Chicago, we're gonna hit up Iowa so you can meet DWR and get some loving.
those are Iowa's one direction, Chicago's the other direction. Where are we going?
Well, we always get lost anyways.
Yeah, we do.
It takes you 25 minutes just to set up your
I
tablet.
don't know that we've been in a car together before.
He's like the asshole friend that gets killed first in a horror movie. You
Ah.
kind of are.
But I'm not black.
That's true.
So I get killed like
You're like a
second
third.
to
You're like
last.
a third.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like the last. I'm the asshole who's the last guy to get.
You're the
killed.
asshole. You're the non-black character. You're the one
Yeah.
that's always like playing the practical jokes.
Yeah.
Like in Friday the 13th 3, where like he's pretending to be dead, and then when you walk in, your throat slit. You're like, oh, that Whitey. You know? Always causing trouble.
What was?
Des Moines, come pick me. Oh, so we're gonna pick up DWR first.
Nice.
And then
I'm in.
And then we're taking him to the Brony convention. And then I'm filming him and you be incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, dude. This is almost as bad as the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special.
As much.
Meets Howard the Duck. Meets a third thing.
Oh, I can't.
What was the third movie I didn't particularly care for?
Garbage Pail Kids?
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, meets Garbage Pails. Kid.
Bronies are their own version of Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, that's like Bronies, like garbage. That movie is so creepy and bizarre.
Hey, it's Roger!
Roger, what's
Hey.
up, man?
Hey, excellent. Good to hear from you. Not much, man. Just we plan on hitting Chicago sometime soon. I'm going to take him to his first Brony convention.
And then I got to tell my Hitler joke on his channel, and he's gonna kill me when he's.
Yeah, my daughter's grounded for that. I can't wait. I'm going to get my...
What did she want? A juice?
She wanted a juice pack. She bypassed mom, and she knew we were down here. That's how kids
she
are, man.
She wants to be on the show. That's all that is. She wants to talk about movies. Mm-hmm. Bronies. Yeah, bronies. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to my world, buddy. All day and all night with these bronies.
That was really weird, though, seeing that man, and like that guy was probably pushing 50 watching that My Little Pony movie by himself.
You shouldn't. What goes wrong, you know? Like, my dad took me outside to play catch, so I turned out okay.
His dad collected My Little Ponies, and he passed it along to him.
Yeah, that's just. Well, you know, he had a Catholic priest in his upbringing. That's how that happens. I'm gonna click off of this thing. DWR is the only one I'm watching. I'm gonna try to get a different title, like, you know, It Ain't Everything, and see if I can get more people in here.
John, welcome. Bronies are definitely a weird breed. John's cool. John, Trainer. He's like the UK version of us.
Wow.
Yeah, he is.
I wonder what that looks like.
He's frustrated about everything, you know.
Yeah.
With you know, what do you call them? SJWs, you know, social justice warriors and stuff like that.
Hippies, the goddamn hippie dippers,
Yeah.
just making the world miserable.
No, I'm worse. You know what? I've heard John go on some rants before. I love.
You should check out my show, the Whitey the White Guy Show, and or politics.
I will send John the links to your
Thank
other two
you.
channels. But yeah, no, John, I like John. He's got a podcast that I listen to called Here's Johnny, where he reviews movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And either he really, really enjoys them or he fucking hates them. There is no middle ground with John, and that's what I like about him. His podcast is a lot of fun. And I also like just bullshitting with him on Twitter. He's fun. What are you trying
But
to...
how do I find his channel?
He doesn't have a YouTube channel.
What?
He's on Twitter, though.
Oh.
And he's got a podcast. I'll send you the link to his podcast.
Okay.
Here's Johnny's reviews. He always has to correct me.
But it's not on...
He doesn't have it on, not Here's Johnny's Resident Evil.
It did that.
Yeah, no, he's not on YouTube.
It was odd that just popped that up there. Huh.
Yeah, but really fun. It's a really fun podcast. I like. Like I said, he's like, well, he says he's worse, but he's like the UK version of us.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That was worse than us. Worse, like the beard or the Hitler jokes?
No, just like the hating the SJWs,
Yeah.
hating like the pussification of
society.
of society nowadays. You know.
Awful.
Yeah,
Bronies.
Bronies.
What's that?
Warning: I may or may not be drunk now or in the podcast. That's okay. Drink up. That's fine.
Usually you're down in a
Yeah,
few.
no filter. Yeah, well, I have to let the the food digest first.
That's right. Plus, you had the whole thing.
Yeah, and then last time we were here, I had like 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey.
You did. You got pretty tanked.
I did.
You were cruising along.
Yeah, when you left, I could barely stand once we got up the stairs.
Wow.
I was trying to get some food, and I was telling like Jay,
Or was
text him.
Johnny would say apples and pears. Set up the stairs. Never mind. Pikey. Yeah, forget it. Forget I said anything, America. How's it going, Johnny? Teach him about England someday. You've seen Snatch.
He's not in England. He's in the UK though. He's Scotland, I believe.
Oh.
There's another reason why you like him.
Yeah,
He's Scottish.
exactly. So he wouldn't know anything about Pikey.
See, he's Scottish, not English. See, told you. Now he hates you.
They're not quite Scottish. They're not quite English. They're just Pikey. You've never seen Snatch?
No.
What?
No.
How are you staring at me blankly? How do you not have it? Are you at least aware?
Yeah, Brad Pitt plays a guy you can't understand, and it's directed by Guy Ritchie.
And it's called Pikey. He's a Pikey. Or Cockney. No?
I'm busy watching like Revenge of the Nerds and, and like
We've got Bush! Travelers is another way. Have you ever seen a video of Pikey, like people calling people out on YouTube?
No.
It's kind of weird, kind of entertaining, because you have like just one guy who's standing in the foreground, and he's like some other time. We'll go back to Hitler jokes. See, DW knows what I'm talking about.
Well, good for them. I don't know really anything that Guy Ritchie has done. Although, as much as you like, what is it, Snatch?
Yeah.
He's now directing his next movie. He's going to be Aladdin. He's directing the live-action version of Aladdin.
Off the original Tales or off the Disney?
You know how Disney's doing live-action remakes of everything?
No,
Okay. Well,
dude, I am so tuned out.
Disney is doing a live-action remake of everything. They've done The Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast and whatever. Next is going to be Aladdin, and instead of Robin Williams, because they can't dig him up, they are replacing him with Will Smith.
Say that one more. Hold on. What now?
I broke you, didn't I? I look so unhappy. They're doing Dumbo. Tim Burton's doing Dumbo, which looks like it could be good.
All right, tell me. Start back with the remaking everything live action. Disney is.
Disney, since they now. Dude, I just got the notification. Is your title "It's in My Ass"?
Yeah. I didn't realize you're going to be talking about what you're just talking about, so I just threw "It's in My Ass" as the title of the show.
Now that Disney owns everything, like they own Fox and all this stuff. So they are now doing live action remakes or reimaginings of their classic cartoons. Like they did Maleficent, which was Angelina Jolie, and she was the villain from Sleeping Beauty. They did one of the Jungle Book. They did one of Beauty and the Beast. No, that's George of the Jungle.
Oh, my bad.
They did one of Beauty and the Beast with the chick from Harry Potter, I think.
Oh,
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
They did that. That was okay. Well, now coming out in a couple weeks is going to be Dumbo. Tim Burton's directing Dumbo. If anyone can direct Dumbo, it would be him, because circus and freaks and stuff like that. And then in a couple months, out comes Aladdin. And your thing always makes noise. Instead of in the Robin Williams role as the genie, it's going to be Will Smith.
I'm so glad they don't know what Tour Duty is. Oh my God.
I break you every time you come over, don't I?
You've never been like, yeah, they're doing the new thing. And I'm like, oh boy. I've never had that reaction. Not once.
I know, isn't it great?
Not fucking once. It's always, hey, remember that thing that was tolerable at all? Oh, they're rubbing their ass all over it. It's gonna be horrible. What the fuck?
Tour of Duty was a Vietnam TV show. Good show. See, DWR likes it.
Yeah. I gotta hang out with him more. I'm on the same.
Fine, go to Iowa.
Guy. Iowa. I could go to Iowa. There's that baseball field in Iowa.
If you build it, they will come. Isn't it great? You and him will make like the baseball diamond a Field of Dreams and out.
Yeah.
But instead of like the baseball players, it'll be bronies.
Oh my God, no! And then they go disappear into the cornfield and shit. And then the black guy gives the big speech at the end of the movie. He's like, "Bronies have always existed. Bronies will always exist. America always wants it back. But the bronies are something I can't."
Wasn't that James Earl Jones?
Yes.
Oh,
that was me.
James.
That was me doing Trey Parker doing Morgan Freeman.
What'll be great is instead of James Earl Jones, it'll be a My Little Pony, like a CGI My Little Pony voiced by James Earl Jones.
Somewhere something positive is happening. I swear to God, somewhere on this 7.6 billion person planet, it's not all shit. What other bad fucking news do we got?
Well,
why is this happening?
I can remind you of some bad news.
Oh my God.
I just bought, because I've been selling all these VHS tapes, and I told you I'm just getting PayPal spending money. Well, the newest thing I got in the mail was the R-rated version. It's the director's cut of Terminator Salvation, which stars Anton Yelchin.
Yeah, Salvation is meh.
Yeah.
At best. Only because of Anton.
Anton.
I like the actors.
Anton's always good.
And I thought the Australian guy was pretty good.
Michael Ironside was thrown in there for no reason. He's always good.
No fucking he was so out of place. That whole aspect of the film with the submarine and everything was so out of place. And borrowed straight from The Hunt for Red October. We got to get back to my Hitler joke. People are leaving.
Wait till they remake the Hunt for Red October.
I know.
Alec Baldwin will be played by Justin Bieber.
The all-female cast. And not one of them can do a decent, Russian accent.
Leslie Jones, Turbo Kid. Michael Ironside was fantastic in Turbo Kid. Leslie Jones will be Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking submarine. I lost it halfway through.
That's Sam Jackson.
I know.
Big difference.
Well, she looks like you from Salam. I don't know what else to tell you.
Does Pet Sematary look as bad to you as bad to me? No.
Oh, God.
Oh, Roger.
Damn it.
No. I'm excited for the new Pet Sematary movie.
What?
Okay, why are you not?
Hold on, let me try this one more time.
Go ahead. I'm extremely excited for
No, before you start, I got a Pet Sematary. We got to talk about the movie coming up, Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna.
Why do you always have to do? Right, but see, here's the thing. Oh, fuck it. You're taking forever.
2 more seconds. It's processing.
See, fuck you. You could go ahead and Right, here's the thing, though. Yes, if you haven't seen the trailers, whatever, spoilers, it's now Ellie who dies and is brought back instead of Gage. The daughter instead of the son.
So they're not picking up the story, they're redoing
it with their own little twist, which I'm okay with because think of it this way. There's so much more things they can do with a 10-year-old that is more believable and more creepy than what they could do with a 2-year-old. I think it opens up much more possibilities.
Oh my God.
Did I break you with that too?
Yeah. Dude. What?
I broke you so much you don't even want to turn on your tablet.
I want to go back to talking about the Jews.
I don't know. I'm extremely excited for Pet Sematary. I really am. I know I'm going opening night.
How does this keep happening?
John Lithgow is going to be Judd Crandall, so he's going to be the Fred Gwynn character. And it's John Lithgow. He can play anything, which is why I'm excited for that. A dead kid with a scalpel is more horrifying than a cat scratching the ankle. Well, we also don't know what is going to happen in the film either. I'm just more excited of the possibilities that can happen with Ellie being the killer instead of Gage, because
All right. So,
as much as I love the original Pet Sematary, a lot of it is kind of laughable with a killer 2-year-old. Then, plus it's a girl. Little girls are creepier than little boys.
why do it at all? Like, if you're gonna make another Pet Cemetery, make Pet Cemetery 3. And Ellie's a grown woman now, and she's got kids, and then the kids get killed by shit.
I would like to see what happened to the Ellie character from.
And bring back Blaze fucking Burnell.
You just want to see her again. That's
I do. Give her some work.
Um,
God, the least clothing she has on, the better.
She did age nicely. I will give you that, because I saw her in a documentary on Pet Cemetery. I'm hate what they
Thank
fucked.
you.
They fucked the original story
Misery.
too much. Well, we'll see. How much are they gonna fuck with the story other than that? We don't know.
It's gonna be an all-black female cast who are Jewish, and it's just gonna be.
Oh, speaking of like
No.
of ruining you. Speaking of ruining you, here's the thing. Ghostbusters 3, they've released more cast. It's gonna be all children, like tweens.
What?
Yep,
Tell me you're
tweens.
lying.
No, tweens. One of the kid from Stranger Things, who's probably 13.
Is that a cereal?
No, Stranger Things is that show on Netflix that takes place in the 80s with the kids that talk smart and creatures that are in another dimension. Winona Ryder.
God.
They're gonna get one of the kids from Stranger Things, and
I'll go
then
back to my fucking basement. This is horrifying.
and then I know you don't like comic book movies, but there's that movie Captain Marvel that just came out. So they're
Yeah.
replacing it with the girl who played young Captain Marvel. So there's 2 of the Ghostbusters. Somehow.
Well, they're going right back to all chicks. Only this time they're prepubescent.
No, the Stranger Things kid is a boy. I think they're gonna do 2 and 2. 2 male, 2 female, but they're gonna be tweens.
And
And supposedly,
I'm fucking nauseous, dude.
and supposedly, Aykroyd and not Harold Ramis, he's fucking dead. I'm sure Bill Murray won't do it, but Ernie Hudson is involved. Because Ernie Hudson, needs money. He's been living off of the conventions for like decades.
God damn it, dude. I wasn't this upset on 9/11. Like, seriously. I was just like, well, these things happen. But this is destroying my world, man.
You know the best part of this is?
No, God.
I'm not making it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the best part?
No, that I'm not making any of this stuff
Oh,
up.
dear God.
You still
See,
have
at least 9/11 wasn't real.
Yeah. Now who are you, Jesse Ventura?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know he said that he's still considering running for president? And
I'd vote for him. Fucking UDT, man. That guy was.
I'll tell you what,
UDT operator.
as much as I hate politics, I would watch him talk politics. Because there's just something about the way he talks that gets me to listen.
He should try to stop being serious though and just go full WWF when he does that. He's like, I'm running again. Globalism sucks. Nationalism power.
He's got the feather boa and everything.
Yeah.
No. I want him to come out and like Blaine from Predator,
Yeah.
chewing tobacco.
He runs against AOC and he's like, listen here, Cortez. The reign of tyranny is over. That would be awesome. I'd vote for that guy. He's a UDT operator.
Okay, here's the thing. I ain't got time to bleed. Yeah.
He ain't got time to bleed. He's
Okay.
going for president.
All right. You're pro-Trump. We're not getting into politics on my channel, but I'm just saying you're pro-Trump. It's
It'll
Trump.
be a tag team.
It's Trump versus Ventura.
Trump comes over and tags team in Ventura. And then Trump holds the guy while Ventura jumps on AOC's throat.
It's Trump
Yeah.
versus Ventura. Who would you vote for and why? Trump versus Ventura.
Ooh, that's tough.
See?
Yikes.
And Ventura's running mate is Carl Weathers.
Huh. But see, Trump has the economy doing well, but he didn't go through buds.
Will it make him a goddamn sexual tyrannosaur? Yeah.
Wait. What if the hurricane is Hurricane Ditka? No? I fucking never mind. The whole planet now is the Star Wars holidays. the whole cinematic, everything coming out now is the 1978.
Well, Roger's watching. Do you still not? Did you ever forgive Roger for suggesting that you watch the Star Wars Holiday Special?
No.
Tell him right here. He's
I don't want to get into your details too much, dude, but there's a reason you've been in the hospital the last several months, and it's called Cold Revenge. I got back at him. Like, he doesn't even know the shit I've been putting in cereal every morning. I don't even know where you live, dude. I'm just fucking with you.
And this is why I'm your only friend.
Yeah.
And you see
because
how
the rest of them died horribly.
And see, he says you're welcome.
Oh, my God.
See, I'm your only friend, and you see how the way I treat you.
Okay, is there anything that isn't liquidy excrement coming out of Hollywood right now? Anything at all? Can you think of a thing?
In December, we have the new Star Wars movie.
Anything at all? Like something that isn't pure trash. No, you can't. Because there's nothing. There's nothing happening in any medium that isn't absolute dog shit. You were watching at home, and when was the last time there was like a rock band that was good? Chevelle. That's it.
They're okay. I think I've seen them in concert. They put on a good show.
You saw Chevelle in concert?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they put on a good show. Like new bands?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Like in the last 15 years, Chevelle put out an album 04 that I listened to.
I enjoy like Five Finger Death Punch
But that's going back a ways.
And Hailstorm.
Back a ways.
Yeah.
Nothing new, nothing good is coming out of anything anywhere.
Not really.
There's nothing good happening. The Bears went to the Bears. I don't even remember if they had a winning season or not.
I thought you were boycotting football. Did you give up on that?
No, I still don't watch games. I just keep up.
Oh.
Like I watch the highlights.
Alice Cooper still rocks for a guy in the 70s. That's true. Hey, Scousmouse is here. Awesome. He's a YouTuber I watch who plays. He live streams like him playing video games. Okay. Kind of like what you're doing now. Yeah. He's done like Earthworm Jim and Mario.
The old school retro. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. He's really cool. But what the fuck was I just thinking?
Next time I come over, we'll do that. I'll bring those and we'll pop them into your flat screen because it takes 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. And we can do this on that.
Yeah, Alice Cooper is still rocking. He's fantastic. But then again, he's been around since the 70s.
Now that you said that, I guarantee you he just got hit by a bus.
Cinder Wagner all the way to Brony Convention. I can see it now. See? You are going.
Going to who?
D60s. Oh, that's right. Alice Cooper and the Spiders. But you're going to that Brony Convention.
No, what did she say? That person say? Bronies?
Yeah, that was DWR saying that we're going to the Brony Convention, wasn't it?
No, somebody said something about Bronies.
Who's Whitey and Eric listening to Wagner all the way down?
Oh my God.
See? Your brain has been fried by...
Everything sucks. Like, it's everything.
And that's how we started your stream.
There's nothing positive happening at all, anywhere.
It's like, you've seen The Wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I made you watch The Wrestler. Yeah. It's that scene where
you tagged me down with the duct tape. Yeah.
You liked The Wrestler. Shut up.
Right in my asshole with a golf club.
You like The Wrestler. Shut up. Overall.
It was interesting. It was an interesting introspective.
It's the scene where he's talking to Marissa Tomei. He was a big... 80s
wrestler. Is that the part where she's shoving up a vagina in some guy's face and he couldn't give a shit?
No, that was later on.
Okay.
But it's the scene where they're in the bar and he's trying to pick her up and everything, and they're talking about how great the 80s were with Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses and this and
then
that.
Kurt Cobain.
And then he said, then that Cobain pussy fucked it all up. And
something
the 90s fucking suck, so...
Maybe this is not a matter of perspective.
So it's all grunge. It's Pearl Jam's fault. You love Pearl Jam. It's all Pearl Jam's fault.
What's happening now is ass-tastical. It's all just fuck awful. It's all remakes and shit. Mm-hmm. They're taking everything out there that has two people ever watched it, and they're wiping their ass all over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, are you one of these people that say that they're raping the childhood or they're destroying the original.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I guess so.
No,
Well,
because
they're destroying the original.
Child's Play is coming out 2019. I think that looks like stupid fun. But here's the thing: a lot of they're remaking like the first Child's Play movie. Child's Play is Chucky, if you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking know Chucky.
Well, here's the thing:
I was an
a
extra
lot
in
of
that.
people are saying,
I got turned down for the lead role.
this is what the mom.
No,
You were the homeless dude in Chicago.
I was the mom. I showed up at like what would have been 8 years old in a wig. Oh, hello.
You're like
Thomas.
you're the homeless guy that she gets Chucky from. They can film it like at your place.
No,
But here's the thing: it's like a lot of people are complaining. They're saying that the new Child's Play, yes, they updated it. They're making Chucky AI. Okay, artificial intelligence.
Why do I come here? What? Why?
But here's the thing. All these Child's Play, not all.
Oh,
the
Jesus.
majority of the Child's Play fans are saying,
Jesus.
this movie looks stupid, it's cheesy, this and that. Have they not
stop
seen the series
doing
in a
this.
whole? Have they not seen the series in a whole? The Child's Play movie from the beginning to the end are all fucking cheesy. So
I stopped watching when they went to space.
Chucky hasn't gone to space yet, but I think he should.
What?
No, Pinhead has been. The Leprechaun, your favorite.
Oh, it's the Leprechaun went to space.
And then Jason has gone to space.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I gotta make you watch Leprechaun in Space. Miguel Nunez is in it. You like him?
Yeah, Miguel Nunez, absolutely.
Miguel Nunez plays a space marine. It's he does. Here's the plot.
Crawl in space.
Here's the plot of Leprechaun 4.
Oh my God.
Okay. The space marine.
You run this shit by me beforehand, man.
Leprechaun 4 is you got these space marines trying to rescue a space princess who's been kidnapped by the Leprechaun.
Is the space princess actually a guy?
No, but there is cross-dressing in the movie.
Of course, Miguel Nunez is in it.
They try to rescue this space princess because the Leprechaun wants to marry her so he'll get riches. I don't know. There's a shootout with bad CGI laser guns, and then the Leprechaun gets a lightsaber and cuts off a dude's leg. And eventually they blow up the Leprechaun, okay, with a grenade. They take the princess back.
As if it were that easy.
Nah. So, since he's a Marine, what does he do? He walks by, because this is 90s Marines. He walks by the Leprechaun's dead body and he pisses on the corpse.
Naturally.
So you see the spirit of the Leprechaun go up the stream of piss and into his crotch. So, they're now celebrating on... Oh, Misery's got to go. Thanks for watching. Is that your new sign-off? Or is that just good...
Well, thanks for watching the show.
Good journey. He zaps up into his crotch, and then after a while, they're celebrating, their victory. And you ever watch Home Improvement?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how they always had the Tool Time girl? There was Pam Anderson, and then there was the hotter brunette.
Yeah.
The hotter brunette's in this, and she's making out with the guys, taking her shirt off, no boobies, but still enough.
Okay.
And he gets a boner, and out of his dick pops the Leprechaun. Like literally shoots out and flies across the screen and lands. And the rest of the film is them trying to stop the Leprechaun while there's this weird mad scientist who's part robot and speaking with a bad German accent tries to create a new body for himself because he's literally just like a head and an arm and a heart beating, and the rest of him is kind of like the Terminator but like in a wheelchair. Eventually the Leprechaun turns him into like a scorpion spider thing, and he traps Miguel Nunez in the web, and then hilarity ensues for like another 25 minutes.
That's not the end of the movie. That's like the main point of the film.
Yep.
When he ejaculates out a leprechaun. Wow.
Yeah. I gotta get you to watch Leprechaun 4.
No wonder Tony Becker wasn't in that one.
Give him a binky. You do need a binky.
Such.
Miguel Nunez has been in a lot of crap, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Friday the 13th, Part 5. He dies in an outhouse taking a dump.
That'll happen to anybody.
He gets impaled in an outhouse. You know, the spear through the outhouse wall.
Somehow
He does. He is. The funny thing is, he is the only black guy to live in Leprechaun 4. So he does survive Leprechaun 4. He doesn't die.
Okay.
But he's in Leprechaun 4.
Yeah.
And he's also in Return of the Living Dead, which is a goofy zombie
had a
movie.
black guy who didn't die in the movie?
No, but he's a black guy.
Somebody called Guinness.
Yeah, he's a black guy.
That's the first time.
That's the way I want to go, taking a deuce at the Quickie Mart.
It's not a bad way to go. So
Miguel A. Nunez, you love for him being in Tour Duty. I love him from Leprechaun 4. So, he was actually good. He's actually the main reason to watch Leprechaun 4 because he actually had me laughing out loud in that movie. He was really fun.
The point being, everything is shit.
That a Rocky poster in the back. Which Rocky guys do you think is the best? Yes, that is Rocky. This was a gift from my buddy Movie Massacre. If you don't know his channel, Jennifer, it is a painting he sent to me from his own collection. Do you like the Rocky films? You can even talk about the good ones like the first one, the Rocky films.
Define like.
Okay, he doesn't like Rocky, I guess. Probably because you just have this hatred for Sylvester Stallone.
What?
Okay, I think the first one is fantastic. I love the cheesiness of 4, where he helped stop the Cold War by beating Dolph Lundgren. I think Rocky Balboa would have been the perfect bookend to like the Balboa series. Creed was fine. I didn't get to see Creed 2. I defended Rocky 5 because I like it a lot. Best Sly movie? Okay, best Sylvester Stallone movie.
There's been a good one?
Yeah. Demolition Man. You like Demolition Man? It doesn't have to be good, like in a technical aspect, but what's your favorite? Like you can like it because it's so bad. Cobra's good. I love the Expendables. The Expendables
What was
2.
the one? DWR knows this one. There's one where he's just fighting some bad guys. That might have been Cobra for no reason, but they have like axes and they're like.
That's Cobra.
That's Cobra.
Scouts. I'll have to change. I'll have to send you my.
I'm not saying it was good. I just remembered it.
Daylight is good. Scouts, I'll have to send you my Rocky 5 defending video. I think my points are pretty good. Rocky 4 is probably the most fun, but the best one is still probably the first one. Because it's like the perfect underdog story.
Yeah. That's the problem with the Rocky movies, though. It's like a video game after a while where it's the same exact thing is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Only this time it's in another, it's in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same fucking movie. So it's like the exact same step by step by step, the same film. Only now using Russia.
Yeah, it's got Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Your buddy, you love him too.
But that was I don't know, that was weird to me because it's like
they pretty much jumped the shark after the second one because they went full cheese when they had Mr. Cheese.
They flipped it where like it's the underdog story, but it's like we're the United States. Russia's the underdog. Like they told us to be terrified of Russia, but Russia was our bitch.
Yeah, see, Expendable 2, it's so ass bleeding bad, it's great. See, that's why I love Expendables 2. I love it more than the first one because it's so over the top. It's like the action is so insane. Like instead of Jet Li beating the shit out of just Dolph Lundgren, he's beating the shit out of dudes and he's punching them and their faces are exploding. It's so much fun. They were self-aware. They were self-aware in the first one, and then they became more self-aware in the second one.
And my dick just stopped completely. Usually it's
Really?
your heart that goes, but my penis is.
Wait a minute, I got a question though.
What?
So you're shitting on, Sylvester Stallone movies and all this stuff, but I must break you, yeah.
Yeah.
But you like Schwarzenegger. What's the difference between Schwarzenegger movies and Stallone movies?
It isn't Schwarzenegger or Stallone. It's James Cameron versus.
James Cameron did two movies.
Directed,
so the only two Schwarzenegger movies you like are the first two Terminators.
John McTiernan and James Cameron.
Okay, well.
That's the difference. John McTiernan and James Cameron, because like Predator.
Predator is fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Top 3 movies of mine.
But it's like it's a bunch of Saw guys being tracked by a predator, but you believe it.
Over the top. Oh, over the. I'm gonna get you to watch Over the Top. See there, you do like Stallone.
Yeah, but that goes back to I saw that when I was a kid.
It doesn't hold up.
No.
Anyways, get back to John McTiernan and Cameron.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, like when you could believe Schwarzenegger in Predator and
The Running Man.
Terminator.
There's another good one.
Yeah.
The Running Man. That wasn't McTiernan.
Who the fuck directed that?
Some guy.
Yeah, some guy.
Commando, you had fun.
Guilty pleasure is what that is.
I hate the term guilty pleasure. Though.
But I've been watching. I've just been watching the Rocky movies on YouTube, and it's like,
see that's
all these punches.
Last Action Hero is fun. Have you ever seen Last Action Hero?
Yeah.
See, you like Schwarzenegger more. Total Recall, True Lies, Sarah. See,
but
you like Total Recall too. See, look.
Wait, we're talking about Stallone.
But you're also, but see, here's the thing. You're saying that it's McTiernan and Cameron.
Yeah.
We just named off at least three other short movies that were not.
There's between a film I can survive and a film I'm gonna go watch again. Like
so
Terminator and Predator were classics.
So you could never watch Commando again.
No. Well, yeah.
See, there you go.
If you're sitting next to me and I've got something up my asshole.
So you can never watch The Running Man again.
Well, yeah, that's.
There you go. Those two films were not Cameron or McTiernan.
But you're asking me.
No.
I'm telling you. The actor.
Total Recall. You could watch.
Yes, but it's also an interesting fucking movie.
Yeah, because that's Paul Verhoeven. Verhoeven's awesome. But then there you go.
So Schwarzenegger had better judgment. Did you
know Running Man was a book? Yeah. Stephen King wrote that under the name Richard Bachman. I think I told you about that. Short story, DW. Did I tell you the Richard Bachman story? How? Well, Stephen King wrote...
Is he a brony?
No, Stephen King is not a brony.
No, Richard Bachman.
Here's the thing.
I know who Stephen King is. I know he's a brony.
Stephen King had so many works to put out at the time.
Okay.
And he was under contract with whatever book company he was. He'd just done Carrie and he did The Shining, and he could only put out so many books in a certain amount of time.
Sure.
Okay. So, and his company would not want him to put out more, like to oversaturate the market.
Sure.
Okay. So he created this pen name of Richard Bachman.
I do know.
And I don't know where he got Richard from, but Bachman was from the band Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Sure.
Okay. So he released short stories like Thinner, The Long Walk, The Running Man, Rage, a bunch of stuff, The Regulators. And he had this great thing where he would never admit that he was Richard Bachman. He wanted to also see if he could do well in book sales without the Stephen King name attached. And I don't think, and he wrote in different styles. And the Bachman books didn't sell as well as the King stuff because by then Stephen King was a name. I think he just, like I said, The Shining came out. Mm-hmm. And people would ask him, "Oh, are you Richard Bachman?" No, but I went to school with Richard Bachman. He was kind of a dick, stuff like that. He's like, or no, he goes, I went to college with Dickie Bachman. He called him Dickie Bachman. He's like, he was a real asshole, type of thing. And then Thinner came out, and the hardcover book of Thinner, you know how they have like the dust jackets, and usually on the back cover is like a picture of Stephen King. Well, it was Richard Bachman, and it was a picture of like an old dude. He looked kind of like Abe Vigoda. And that was Richard Bachman. And that was like the last Bachman book until it became known and Stephen admitted, because someone called him out and shown proof of the writing style that was kind of similar. He's like, yes, that was Richard Bachman. But then eventually he released another Bachman book called The Regulators, which was kind of cool. And he said Bachman has been dead, crushed by his own ego or something stupid like that. But yeah, he wrote The Running Man. What do you think of the Stephen King version of The Shining versus the Kubrick one? Oh, Well, the Kubrick one can suck my balls because other than Jack Nicholson, I hate that movie.
You can't take Jack Nicholson out of that film.
I do not like The Shining at all, other than when Jack is crazy Jack, and he doesn't become like crazy Jack until like the last 30 minutes.
Didn't Steven Weber?
Steven Weber was in the TV version, which I thought was okay, but it was so goddamn long. It was boring in a lot of parts. Kubrick is far better, and that pains me to write this. See, here's the thing. Here's the Kubrick version. First off, I'm not a big Stanley Kubrick fan other than A Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange is from beginning to end a fantastic film.
Okay.
I love it. Full Metal Jacket we've talked about. Boot Camp is great.
Second half sucks.
Second half is pretty meh. Like I do like the sniper part, but it's just it's like
Stanley Kubrick got lucky with Jack Nicholson and Lee Ermey.
Yeah.
You take those two guys out of the equation. I mean, there goes most of
The Shining to me, Kubrick's version it's just so you cut out 45 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Shelley Duvall, even though it's not her fault because he tortured her on set.
Sure.
She's not she's too much of the woman in the hero in the woman in peril type of thing.
He's not that good of a director. He's not.
Although I do like Crazy Jack was great, and I do like Scatman Crothers.
Full show.
He was good, but the rest of the movie, you cut out 45 minutes of that.
Yep.
Cut out all these, long panning shots. Some people like it. I find it boring. I don't like Stanley Kubrick that much. I don't like The Shining.
I've been watching recently. Been watching some stuff because as these guys are getting older, there's more interviews about Full Metal Jacket. Because we've seen
Makes sense, Brian.
We've seen Lee Ermey's version of events, but like I was watching a thing, the guy who got fired, who had that role.
Keep talking. I'm gonna.
And he's like, I was on that movie for 8 months, and then Private Pile,
D'Onofrio?
the lead, Vincent D'Onofrio, was saying he worked on the movie for 13 months, and it's like, what in the fuck did you do for 13 months?
Who, D'Onofrio worked on it for 13 months?
Yeah, like there's, or I don't know if he was on set for 13 months or he was attached for 13 months, but it was like, what the fuck? How long does it take to shoot that movie? There's not a lot to it. You're in a Marine Corps barracks or on Paris Island for half the film, and then you're running around some broken down shit for the other half of the film. So it's like he gets lucky.
If Stephen King was a brony,
talented.
If Stephen King was a brony, he'd have I would love to read a Stephen King, like, My Little Pony story. But anyways, I personally think that Roger, don't worry. Yeah, see, Roger likes to pick on me because I like remakes. He says there's a Shining remake in the work. Actually, there is a Shining sequel that's coming out. Of course
there is.
No, but it's called Dr. Sleep. It's based... Stephen King did write a sequel to it called Dr. Sleep. And it's Danny Torrance as an adult.
You could go...
Played by Ewan McGregor.
You could go on IMDb and put that thing in alphabetical and get an intern, which we don't have. Okay. And get an intern to write down the title of every single fucking movie out there. Like, put it in a hat, mix it up, cut them into the little thing, and then just randomly start pulling out movie titles, and they're all getting remade.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Anything that grows more than $10 million is getting remade.
Dr. Sleep is an actual sequel to The Shining that Stephen King wrote, like, within the last 5 years.
Sure.
Have I read Dr. Sleep, Brian? No, not yet. I'm currently trying to read all of his books in order. So I'll probably get to Dr. Sleep by 2057, and then I'll die. But I've just finished Firestarter, and I'm currently reading Dance Macabre, which is a nonfiction book. It's his take on the horror genre all the way up to like circa 1986, maybe, because it's that old.
You know how there's that great question that philosophers and stuff always ask, if you could know when you're going to die, would you want to know? And nobody wants to know. Before this conversation, I didn't want to know. Now, I'm going to go out back with a 12 gauge and blow my fucking brains out.
Well, Drew Bob's got one.
Yeah, I know. And he knows how to use it, but they get called bird shot. And I'm just like, wow, you guys. They could barely fuck up that cardboard box. It's just like, fuck. How did this even kill Kurt Cobain?
Yeah, I'm just not a big Kubrick fan. He's got his fans like Brian in the chat. His name is Kubrick Lover, because he loves Kubrick, and that's fine. I don't get it. I find a lot of this stuff boring. Or like Full Metal Jacket, it's like,
Lee Ermey saved
it's like the first half of Full Metal Jacket is the foreplay, and then he blew his load before the sex actually happens when they're in Vietnam. You know what I mean? And it's just I can't do it.
It was the second half was forgettable. You take away the first half, nobody know about the second.
Yeah, but Lee Ermey's great. Everything, whether he is the drill sergeant, whether he's redoing his role.
You still haven't seen Switchback?
Mm-mm.
You should.
I know. And that's the Dennis Quaid one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we were just talking last time you were over. You were like,
don't nobody talk about that too loud, because then there's gonna be an all-female remake, and that fucking Ephraim Salam's gonna be in it.
Well, here's the thing. Like when you were over here last time and we talked about Seven, Lee Ermey was in that movie 10 minutes, sporadically, and he's fantastic. I love.
Oh, and guess what? There's gonna be a Seven remake called 14. And it's all black ladies.
Oh, what else has Ermey to be in? I love him in
Salam's in that one too.
I love him in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes. He's great in that. But then he's great when he does comedy. Like, have you ever seen Saving Silverman with Jack Black?
I was just about to bring that up.
He's great in that.
Who's the football coach?
Yeah, he's the gay football coach that ends up marrying. He ends up marrying like Jack Black at the end.
Have you noticed that there's a gay in every movie now? Everybody's got a gay. Every TV show's got a gay.
Not really.
Have you noticed this?
No.
Maybe it's just me.
No.
I was just watching some commercial for some brand new show, and it's two guys making it on the back of a pickup truck while they're at war in World War II or some kind of shit's going on. And I'm just like, why is this everything that happens now?
No, not everything.
All right, maybe it's...
I don't notice it, but again, I don't watch TV.
Neither do I. So how the fuck do I even know this?
Because Jesus hates you, and
gotta stay in my basement, man.
Yeah, instead you come over and hang out in mine.
Oh, it's awful.
Well, don't forget. Remember, we're getting kicked out soon, so we'll be out of our basement.
Oh, I have to deal with this cold ass, hot ass. Pick a temperature. It's never as comfortable as basement.
Yeah, but the new place will be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll piss off the neighbors and you'll get evicted.
Yep.
With my Hitler joke.
You're an idiot. I hate you so much sometimes.
I can't. How many?
This is why I torch you with these new. And see, I don't know why you get so upset with me telling you this stuff, because
it's ruining my soul.
But you don't watch any of this stuff anyways. That's what I tell people.
But
if they're like, oh, why are they
like, hey, you really got to go watch this? Like years ago, in a land far away called the 90s. I was at my buddy's house, AJ. Hey, you might even have known AJ. He probably graduated with him. Mm-hmm. But he's like, bro, gotta check out this movie. It's called Dogma. It's got these guys, Jay and Silent Bob. You're gonna like it. And I did. And then somebody was like, bro, Fight Club. And I was like, yeah. And that doesn't happen anymore.
Did you know that Jay and Silent Bob is coming back? He just finished filming the new Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Does it have a fucking walrus in it?
I hope he makes Tusk too. No, it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. Is
it all female? It's an all female.
Oh, I hope Leslie Jones would be Jay.
Ephraim Salam's going to be in that one too.
Here's the thing. But I think it's about the Blunt Man and Chronic movie from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back is being rebooted.
Yeah.
But he's getting everyone back. Joey Lauren Adams is back. Jason Lee is back.
Is Ephraim Salam in it?
I don't know.
What's her real name?
Leslie Jones.
God damn it.
Everyone's coming.
He could put Kate McGayton. What's her real name?
McKinnon.
That's it. And I'd be fine with that.
Kate McKinnon was good in the Ghostbusters remake. That's just a thing. Same thing. Yeah, popping up every now and then. It's because the phone's charging. Kate McKinnon was good in the Ghostbusters remake, 2006. She had a lot. She had a lot of charisma in that film when she made it fun. But you wouldn't know.
A lot of charisma.
She was pretty in that movie. She's the cute one.
She is.
Well, when you're standing next to Leslie Jones, though.
Yeah, I look good standing next to Leslie.
I think Eric Stoltz as Rocky Dennis from Mask.
Yeah. You took that further than I was going.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't think she's an attractive woman. How about
She
that?
isn't. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I told you the last time, that her nudes were the ones that,
Oh,
that were all over the internet when all those
I
celebrities.
just ate. Ah.
Do you ever ask yourself, why do you come over here?
Every day, every time I do, on the way over here, I'm like, why?
You could either stay at your place and do that.
I was like, because of the views, and look at this shit, and view.
I got 6 people.
You've been
watching.
rocking it the whole time. People are coming and going.
It's because of your jokes.
Yeah.
Now you know better.
Oh, God. What other kind of damage is happening to our world? Trump found not guilty.
I don't care.
Jesse Smollett got
I don't care. I don't care.
Leprechaun 4.
Leprechaun 4.
There we go.
Leprechaun in the Hood. Ooh, I gotta make you watch that one where he goes to the hood, where he meets Ice-T, and he steals the leprechaun's magical flute.
And then a friend,
And these three
want
wanna-
a friend indeed.
And the 3 wannabe rappers have to steal his magical flute so they can become great rap stars. And there's cross-dressing in that one too.
Bill and Ted's coming up.
Bill and Ted is coming up, and summer 2020.
It's an all-female remake of Bill and Ted. It's got Ephraim Salam in it.
They did say William Sadler's going to be back as the Grim Reaper.
She plays the doll.
You're retarded. Did you just say she plays the telephone booth?
I would see that. I'm not talking about voice work either. Just have her standing there. So, fellas, we're going for a trip. Whee! It would be funny. You don't think so? She's
Wow.
big enough.
Wow.
You don't think? Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Ephraim Salam is a telephone booth. You know?
Who is that? That is a football player, right?
Yeah, I showed you the picture of
That's right. Who looked nothing like her.
Just a big tall black guy. But he's like the 350
so was the
pound massive
fridge.
human being.
So was the fridge.
Yeah, he was more roly-poly. This is like their profiles actually are similar. So what are you excited about Bill and Ted?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
I like the plot idea.
It's like 20 years too late though.
It's
They needed to
I
do
think
it
it's been
in the 90s.
But the reason why I kind of like it is because the plot is
all female.
oh, shut the fuck up with your all female shit.
Yeah, well, as soon as they stop doing it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I keep looking at it like, hey, they're talking and you're not paying attention.
Well, no, because it was. I think when I plugged in my charge cord, it wouldn't go past. So here we go. Let's just see if there's anything worth talking about. What did we think of the Saw series? I like the Saw series. I don't think you ever watched them.
No.
I think it got boring after 3. But I think Jigsaw is a really, really fun serial killer, I guess, for slasher movies. Blah, blah, blah. I like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with R. Lee Ermey, as you should. What is your favorite beer? You don't really drink beer that much anymore, do you?
Murphy's.
Murphy's?
I'm sorry. Murphy's.
I'm MGD guy, Miller Genuine Draft.
Okay.
I like old style, like PBR. Cheap old man beer. James Silent Bob Strike Back was great. Chainsaw Massacre 2 with Dennis Hopper was great. Where was Ermey in Chainsaw? R. Lee Ermey was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot, and he was also in the prequel to that. He was the sheriff, the psychotic sheriff. Ghostbusters 2016 was a car crash. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Remake. I'm going to watch Freaks after this. Freaks is a fantastic movie from the 30s. You ever see that?
Freaks?
Not Freaked with Alec Winter. Freaks with an S from 1932.
I don't think I have.
It's a great movie. Roger actually gave it to me. I loved it. It's about this carnival, circus freaks. You know, you got midgets, you got people with no limbs,
Naturally.
pinheads, however you want to just go. You know, people with no arms, this and that, and the trapeze artist is a normal woman, born no deformities. She's pretending to be in love with the ringleader, I think, who's the midget, and she's using him for his money. Marries him, and then she's going to plan his murder, like poisoning him, because she's also having an affair with the strong man. And then the freaks get revenge on her. It's done. It was directed by the same guy that directed Dracula with Bela Lugosi.
Okay.
It's really, really good. You can get it on YouTube. It's only an hour long.
Yeah.
Really good, really creepy in parts. And what I like about Freaks is it shows that the real monsters are us, the humans, because we're treating these people like garbage. You know, we're the easy. It's a good. The moral of the story is easy to pick up, and it's really well done. So highly, highly recommend Freaks. I can't think of the director's name. Todd Browning. And I guess after that, you know, because 1932, people were more offended back then than they are now. It ruined his career. People thought, you know, it was banned in countries everywhere because of the subject matter and this and that. They thought it was exploitation. Just read up on it too. It's really, really fantastic. I think you'd get a kick out of it. Let's see. Freaks from the 80s with the guy from Bill and Ted. No, John, that was Freaked. Freaks was from 1932. Freaks was made in the 30s. Yep. Todd Browning. One of Us. Yep. We accept.
Oh, that's where it comes from?
Yeah, we accept her. One of Us. Okay, I think we're up to date. There you go.
There you go. See, so that's not originally from the Clerks cartoon?
No, because in the Clerks cartoon, you see that when they're saying we accept her, we one of us, they're pinheads behind them. There are two pinhead, you know, it's politically incorrect to call them pinheads now, whatever, but there's two pinheads in Freaked. Yeah. And that's where it came from, in Freaks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you would really enjoy the film.
Kate McKinnon in the remake? No, are you saying there's a remake?
No.
You were just saying it's a good movie.
It's a good movie because Jennifer was saying how she wants to watch Freaked.
And see, the reason why
there's
two reasons why there's no remake coming for that one. One, it didn't gross enough. And two, it's a good movie.
It was really good. Like
it's
I said,
like an intellectual.
Roger sent that to me. Like he sent me like a 4-pack of movies. There was that, The Haunting, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Sure. And then House of Wax with Vincent Price. And I watched Freaks and Freaks. I watched it twice in one night because it's only an hour long. And it was so good, dude.
What did you think of Terminator Genesis?
Terminator Genesis? I had fun.
Okay. Did I see that movie?
Terminator Genesis? That was the one with the chick from Game of Thrones.
Somehow I know I must have caught part of that somehow.
The guy who's in the Pet Sematary remake played John Connor in it. Jason Clarke.
Why does the guy have a career?
He was in The Hurt Locker, I think.
No, I don't think so.
For some reason,
No, he wasn't. Unless he had a small role, he wasn't a principal actor.
I think he was in The Hurt Locker. I think I liked Terminator Genesis. Yeah, see, my comments are all fucked up.
Yeah, it's skipping one and putting it behind.
There is a song called Pinhead by the Ramones, and I think it's based on the movie. And that's why there's always a pinhead in the background of the Ramones music videos.
Who was in The Hurt Locker?
I have no idea.
Wait, are we talking about wasn't there a show?
What do you think of the Candyman remake with Candyman possibly being a woman? Bullshit!
Fuck you!
No, Candyman ain't gonna be a woman. I think he's fucking
women. From Salam.
Leslie Jones.
See, I would go see that because that's a role she'd actually be good in.
Leslie Jones is the Candyman?
Leslie Jones going around slaughtering people? I could see that happening. Like, she could slaughter people. And I'd buy that as a character. Remember Candyman?
Yeah, I've seen it many, many times. See, why does it do that? I don't know. I'm just going to keep tapping this.
Try Top Chat. See if Top Chat fixes the problem.
Yeah, see, every time I keep switching back and forth. Cabrini Green. And I think they really filmed in Cabrini Green, too, for Candyman. Because I know it was filmed.
That's what destroyed it.
And Cabrini... All the people from Cabrini Green came here.
Yeah.
Half of them did.
Because Leslie Jones moved to town, and she was like, "You going down. I'm going to kill y'all niggas."
Would you really watch Candyman with Leslie Jones?
Yeah, it would. That's the one role.
I know Jordan Peele is behind writing it. You know, from Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Because he did that movie. He did a horror movie called Get Out, which I haven't seen yet, and he's doing a new movie called Us, which apparently is really good, but I haven't seen it yet.
There was a controversy about him I didn't follow where he said he wouldn't cast a white guy in the lead.
He said, here's the thing. Favorite Hellraiser movie. My favorite Hellraiser movie is Part 3, Hell on Earth, because it's the most fun. But I think a lot of people are taking Jordan Peele's comment out of context, and they're saying it racist. I mean, here's the thing. He said he wants to keep making horror movies, and he wants to keep the leads to be black actors. Nothing wrong with that. Spike Lee's been doing it for decades.
Yeah.
But I think the way he worded it was wrong, because a lot of people are taking it the wrong way. He says he doesn't plan on casting a white person as his lead because we've all seen it before in horror movies. I think he just worded it wrong. He's got nothing against white people. He's got white people in his movies.
Yeah.
But he just wants to showcase black talent.
Sure.
And then I think a lot of people are taking what he said out of context and running with it.
But I
think it was a poor choice of words.
I don't have a problem with him doing that. If he wants to cast who he wants to cast in his films, that's fine. Then leave everybody else alone to cast who they want to cast as well. Mm-hmm. That's therein lies the hypocrisy. It's not really Jordan Peele.
No, and it's
the concept of, if I make a movie, I have to cast a given amount of black people in the film, but Jordan Peele can do whatever he wants. That's the hypocrisy of it.
All right,
but it's not necessarily Jordan Peele's fault. It's society.
My comments are back to normal now. But what I think is, now, let's role reverse it. Let's say James Cameron said that. Now, if he said, I don't want to hire blacks to be our lead,
right,
that would sound racist.
Yeah, but Jordan Peele can say it.
But see, the thing is, I don't, like I said, I haven't seen his movies. I only know a couple of his skits. I don't know the man personally. I just think he worded it wrong. I think what he meant to say is he wanted, looking at you, and you were thinking the same thing. Favorite Jill Kelly movie? We are long lost brothers. We are on the same wavelength. I like Jill Kelly.
Jill Kelly. She's
a porn star from the 90s.
Sounds familiar.
You'd know her.
I would know her if I saw her snatch.
Anyways, I just think Jordan used...
Did you look up Chloe Camilla?
Chloe Camilla looks like a dude. I told you that.
He looked her up. He said how about that shit.
But well, he also wants to hang out with us at the Brony convention too. So
yeah, there's that.
But I just think what Jordan said was just taken out of context because it was worded wrong.
I don't give a shit who he puts in his movies.
Yeah, I don't care either.
It's just if you're gonna cast whomever, then let me cast whomever when I make my films.
Mm-hmm. As long as he doesn't cast Adam Sandler.
Yeah. But that's.
But I don't know. Like I said, all I've seen of Jordan Peele is from Key and Peele.
I'm kind of starting to wonder if he's the Tyler Durden kind of thing going on.
Who? DWR?
DWR, dude.
Why? Because
we are very similar in a lot of ways. Although
because you both like the same porn actresses.
I don't think those are real.
Who? Jill Kelly's?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
See, I can't do fakies, man.
I could do the fakies are okay if they look good, but that's like
therein lies the
that's like what's the
paradox of fake boobs.
Yeah.
Fake boobs look good if they look good.
Yeah.
Instead, they look like an animatronic.
No,
or something.
but Jill Kelly's pretty.
They look like that guy Clay, start the reactor, and I'm
Quado.
supposed to jerk off.
Total Recall remake. Leslie Jones is Quado.
Yes, I could see that.
Boy, we need to give these people air.
You know, Leslie Jones could be that guy who's got you got some nerve coming around here.
Showing your face. Look who's talking. Adam Sandler. Yeah, you're right, Kubrick. I can't stand Adam Sandler because I just don't find him funny.
After Happy Gilmore, I checked out, man.
And then it's his fault that Rob Schneider's still around because he's got to throw him. Here's the thing. Did I ever tell you the Rob Schneider thing when he went off on Mel Gibson?
No. Okay,
remember when Mel Gibson got drunk and hated on the Jews?
I remember the 473 times Mel Gibson got drunk. Yeah, You mean pointed out facts about the Jewish community?
You're welcome, Jennifer. She wants to say thanks for letting her know so much about porn.
Oh, yeah. Does she actually want to know more?
No, not from you. Trust me.
Sorry.
But here's the Mel Gibson thing.
I'll write you a book.
No, don't.
I
I like Jennifer. Don't scare her away. She's nice.
She heard the Hitler joke. She's still here. It's because you came back.
Here's the thing. Mel Gibson got drunk, said his thing about the Jews.
Yes.
And then Rob Schneider said, he's Jewish, took offense. Okay.
Sure.
But then he said something that's paraphrasing. I'll never work with Mel Gibson. First off, when was he ever
going to?
When was he ever going to get a chance to work with Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson makes movies that are actual movies. Rob Schneider makes
Adam Sandler
movies.
Now here's the
difference.
Now here's the thing. Every time you see Rob Schneider in a movie, he is a racist stereotype.
Yes.
So why is he getting mad at? Maybe it's because it's real life Mel Gibson, and Rob's playing a character. But Rob is making money as a racist stereotype.
Yeah.
Big Daddy, he was the Middle Eastern
whatever
grocery boy or whatever. In what is it? 50 First Dates, he was a racist Islander character. In that one movie, he was a racist guy from someplace. He's
you're not gonna really remember his career, bro. And then he did SNL, and now it's like
Chuck and Larry, where Adam Sandler marries Kevin James. He's a racist Asian, and so on. He's making money playing racist stereotypes. And but how can he shit on Mel for this? Like I said, maybe it's because Mel said it in real life, and he's just playing characters.
Because the Jews are the real supremacists.
You're really retarded.
I just answered your question. You can't say that about Jewish people, but you can say it about white people.
Here we go.
No, that was all of it.
Here we go.
I just finished. We're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're positive?
Yeah.
You're not. No, you're not. I can see the gears clicking.
That was it.
Anyways, Rob Schneider, everybody.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but what you're pointing out is there's
the hypocrisy.
The hypocrisy in the
he's making money off of playing these racist stereotypes.
So he can say that, he can do that to everybody else. Nobody can do that to him.
And then again, he's never going to get a chance to be in the same movie as Mel Gibson anyways.
It's the same thing with Ephraim Salam and the 2016 Ghostbusters movies. Like if a bunch of dudes...
You're only calling her that because you can't remember her real name.
Yes. So, but if a bunch of dudes made...
What's your favorite spirit, or as you Yanks say, hard liquor? Ooh, do you drink hard liquor?
Just whiskey.
Yeah, Jack Daniels.
Just throw down some whiskey, get there quickie.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's...
I'm a whiskey guy, but I love Jack Daniels if I have to.
If we made a movie that ripped on women all the time, or minorities, or anything, you can't. But everybody does that, say whatever you want about dudes. It's just that that's what you're playing, the never-ending double standards and the hypocrisy of it. So...
You know what?
Maybe that was the joke on Rob Schneider's part, though. Maybe he was self-aware on that.
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it. He's not funny. That's the thing.
He's not.
Did you know he's going to be in St. Charles? Like doing a stand-up?
No. I live in a basement. Why would I know?
I'm so interested, and I'm kind of wanting to go just so I can throw rotten fruit at him on stage.
I don't
find him. I've never found him funny.
Well,
no. Surf Ninjas. I like him in Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas and Down Periscope. He was fine in Down Periscope.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to see it because it's got Bruce Campbell in it.
No.
Bruce Campbell's in Down Periscope.
No.
Yes, he is.
I know what you're thinking of, though, but it wasn't Down Periscope. It was some guy's island. It was something island. Not Down Periscope.
Bruce Campbell is in Down Periscope.
There was a very...
No, McHale's Navy.
McHale's Navy. Yeah, it was McHale's Navy.
Same fucking thing.
Two very similar films that came out like at the same...
Don't both have Kelsey Grammer in it, too?
I have no recollection of it. Kelsey Grammer was in Down Periscope. I don't know if he was in McHale's Navy. Roseanne's husband at the time was Tom Arnold.
Ew.
Yeah. But Bruce Campbell was in McHale's Navy.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay.
But Rob Schneider was fine in Down Periscope. Like, Every 15th movie he does is okay. And then they put him in, 14 more. So
Ugh.
he can be funny and just...
Not since Surf Ninja's 1993 or whatever. I didn't even like, yeah. Yuck. Tom Arnold is from Iowa. Ew.
Really? I think they kick him out or what?
DWR says Leslie Jones should play Hightower in the Police Academy remake.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of something. That woman just irks me. Like when she blamed the failure of the film on everybody else but her. And everybody else
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Is there a Police Academy coming up? I think
Of course there is. Why would
I do think I've heard rumors of a Police Academy
Dear
remake.
God.
I will say this, Jennifer. One of Jennifer's favorites, if not her favorite movie, is the original Revenge of the Nerds. And she did a video talking about, because she was like us, we were kind of picked on in school, and she found Revenge of the Nerds. And,
I wasn't.
Oh, well, you played football, so you.
I was the biggest guy in my class, man.
I was a quiet fat kid.
Yeah, you were a quiet fat kid.
But like she watched Revenge of the Nerds, and she's like, "Wow, you know what? Nerds are cool." And now we are, jocks suck, and nerds, people of nerd culture.
Now the nerds run things, and the jocks just are wars.
They change our oil. But here's the thing: Revenge of the Nerds can't be remade.
No.
It can't. There's no way they can make a movie like Revenge of the Nerds nowadays.
We've talked about this. You can't remake, We've Got Bush because it's talking about women and not complimenting them with every sentence.
But but that's the thing though. As bad quotation marks as Revenge of the Nerds was, because there is technically a rape scene when he goes down on her without her knowing, the panty raid scene. The cameras.
There's a minor watching porno.
No, he's not 18
Yeah,
yet.
he wasn't 18 yet.
Okay. Takashi was this racist Asian stereotype. Booger was just disgusting.
But they were all stereotypes. That was the point.
Right.
How is just one guy the stereotype? They were all stereotypes. Mm-hmm. They were all like the various stereotypes about nerds.
Mm-hmm. And there's no way a movie like that could be shown today. Just like even American Pie.
Right.
You couldn't do that.
Or anything. You really can't be entertaining anymore. It's not legal.
See,
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles can't be remade.
Tell him, Roger.
Yeah. Even Mel Brooks has gone off saying that it's disappointing that.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want his movie.
And he's been dead for 25 years.
He's just a Weekend at Bernie's thing.
Oh my God. He's got to be 95.
We talked about this a couple
years ago. He's got to be 95.
But the thing is, though, like even he said, you can't make these type of movies.
No,
you could. Richard Pryor would not be successful nowadays because they wouldn't be able to make his type of movie.
If Kevin Hart's getting in trouble because of shit from 10 years ago, Richard Pryor get eaten. Mm-hmm. Like holy shit.
And I loved Pryor, Don Rickles and Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, Dice wouldn't be allowed to talk.
I never really found Dice funny though.
Yeah.
Don Rickles, I love. Don Rickles is a great insult comic. I never found Andrew Dice Clay funny.
I did.
So would George Carlin. Carlin would be another one who people wouldn't be able to stand because he'd be too politically.
Hear no evil, see no evil. We gotta watch that again.
I love that film.
We gotta watch that movie again.
Isn't it great? Like Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor only did like 3 movies together, but they had such fantastic.
Yeah,
like they've been working together for forever. I love Richard Pryor though.
Am I hearing a bird?
It sounds like what? I think it's that thing squeaking again. Or there's some. Oh, I know what it is. It's the heater trying to turn on because we have the same squeak upstairs.
Okay.
It's not when we tried to turn this on.
For those of you in the UK, it's like 10 o'clock or something.
Yeah. Wilder.
First thing in the morning.
Wilder and Pryor were like yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were perfect. And excuse me, See No Evil, Hear No Evil is a movie me and my wife quote all the time because it's just so fucking funny. Like I love it. When he's trying, him and his sister are on the train or whatever, he's like, "I'm not white. Does Dad know?"
Leslie Jones.
See No Evil, Hear No Evil is remade with Leslie Jones
And Kate
McKinnon.
McKinnon.
No, Kate Beckinsale is the chick from Underworld.
If they want to make anything with Kate Beckinsale and Kate McKinnon, I'll watch that.
Rickles was great. I named my snake after him. That's awesome.
That's actually a really good idea.
I love Don Rickles. I guess they're making a Toy Story 4, and I guess he didn't, because he's dead, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's dead. They said they've got enough voice work where they've actually put the Mr. Potato Head character in, so he's gonna get like his final screen credit will be Toy Story 4. Even though he's been dead for like a few years, hasn't
It's
he?
been a few years. How'd they pull this off?
Well, those movies take forever to make.
Wow.
Like those CGI movies. Rickles is dead.
Yeah. Somebody tell somebody, Rickles is dead. Not Rickles. No.
You'd be like Paul Revere. Rickles is dead.
Yeah, Rickles is dead.
Yeah,
or the guy coming back from Alamo. They're all slaughtered. Rickles is dead. I gotta do that more.
The Alamo has no basement.
That's what's gonna get remade. You know it. That's gonna have Leslie Jones as Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, at least since 2013 or 14. Wow.
See, if Kate Beckinsale, Middleton, Jesh, McKinnon did Pee Wee Herman, I might be okay with that.
Ew, no.
I don't know. I think she'd put him because
You should, like
Paul
I said,
Rubens can't be in films anymore. Like, nah.
he just released a new Pee
Oh,
Wee.
that's right. They just did
a new Pee Wee movie like a couple years ago on Netflix. It was pretty good.
Any word on that? Was it good?
I liked it.
Okay.
My daughter makes me watch it all the time. She's a big Pee Wee fan. She's the right age range. She's almost 7.
Yeah.
But no, it was quite funny. He was still
Returned to
really
form,
good
kinda, yeah.
as Pee Wee.
He brought it back.
It was another fun road trip movie. So I do recommend it. I mean, it's not fantastic. You might enjoy
Was
it because
the Good Burger Kid in it?
Oh,
Think
the one that's on SNL,
yeah, I don't even know.
Kenan
his name.
Thompson.
I'm not gonna remember that. He's the Good Burger Kid. Forever always. And whatever happened to the other guy who was the Good Burger Kid? He disappeared from
I
there.
think so.
I think he probably.
I think you're the only one who's ever asked what happened to the other Good Burger Kid.
Thankfully, he didn't have a Happy Gilmore, so they don't keep putting him in movies.
No, I think once Keenan that is kind of neat though. How Keenan? Oh God, I get mens rea. Did we give blood? That scene from See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved Gene Wilder. Willy Wonka.
Sure.
You know what? I've never seen Young Frankenstein from beginning to end though.
What? Yeah. Put it on the to-dos.
Is it? My wife watched it and didn't really enjoy it. SNL haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, I haven't watched SNL since. I haven't enjoyed SNL since the Farley years, and I haven't watched it since like Chris Kattan was on it because that's when I started hating it.
Yeah.
And now I guess it's all political, so I don't want to watch it.
It is. It really is. I ended up watching some of it with Schmace the other day. I wouldn't say it was all political, but they always open with Donald Trump, and it's just like, do something else. Like when Dana Carvey was doing Bush, every once in a while Dana Carvey was doing Bush. It wasn't every single fucking show.
No.
And it wasn't hating on the guy always. It's just
Young
like,
Frankenstein
do
is meh
something
at best.
else.
See, that's why I like John.
Okay.
He says Young Frankenstein is meh at best. He is not afraid to say this movie is overhyped. Everybody loves Young Frankenstein. He'll be the one guy to be like,
Yeah.
That's why I really enjoy him. I disliked after Farley. I thought Ferrell was awful. I've never liked Will Ferrell. Unless he's the background character.
Okay.
Like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. He's fine because he's in the background.
He's a secondary character.
Old school. He's fine because his thing is every few minutes.
Yeah, a support character.
Support character. I hate him in anything else. I don't find him funny in SNL. I watched that Ricky and Bobby one, the one where they're stock car racers. Hated it. Step Brothers. Hated it. I didn't even like Elf. The Christmas movie where he was
I can't watch his shit. I'm trying to.
The best thing from SNL was
When
the
he
Blues
does
Brothers.
Celebrity Jeopardy.
He was fun as the host of Jeopardy. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
He's got his bits.
I did not like Anchorman at all.
Really? I enjoyed the first one.
I did not like Anchorman at all.
I did not watch the second one.
I heard that the second one was god awful.
Yeah.
I think Roger really enjoyed the first one. I think it was Roger. He really enjoyed the first one. Then he was doing like a what's Roger watching? He was watching, I think, Anchorman 2, and he didn't like it at all. But I don't.
I was okay. I liked the first one.
He was funny as Robert Goulet.
Yeah. You know, Robert. All he did was Goulet, and that's it. You know, you'd have to know the person he's making fun of, though.
Oh, I know who Robert Goulet is, the lounge singer.
Okay,
right?
yeah. But he had his character. He had some funny characters on SNL, and time and again, you get a chuckle out of the guy. And I think the problem with Will Ferrell is his career got overblown.
Yeah, he's way overhyped.
Like,
I agree
he was
with John.
funny. 15% of his stuff is funny when they just kept putting in more.
And then that
shit.
fucker gets like $20 million a movie.
Yeah. He could buy large swaths of Latin America right now. And
I
being occasionally funny guy. You know, funnier than Rob Schneider, but
yeah, well, that's like
Rob Schneider couldn't afford Dubuque, so they're okay.
Yeah, like I said, other than when he's in the background, old school, he was funny. Jay and Silent Bob, he was funny, but that's all I can think of where I enjoyed him. And then they did. I just seen the previews of that Sherlock Holmes and Watson movie.
Yeah,
that looked.
Everybody said it was awful. It bombed hard.
And I didn't, like I said, I didn't even like Step Brothers, and everyone seems to fucking love Step Brothers.
Yeah,
the thing is, you know, I'm okay with like. I like Billy. I've been shitting on Adam Sandler, but Billy Madison is okay in parts because he's like this big giant man child.
Yeah.
But he was also younger then. But now Will Ferrell, when they're playing the man child in Step Brothers, him and John C. Reilly, that's just too much of being just
It
dumb
also
and
works
retarded.
better when you have a straight man. You're playing opposite of.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why I think David Spade is. We were watching The Emperor's.
I was just gonna say Tommy Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Farley's the goofball. David Spade is a straight man.
Mm-hmm. Like, here's the thing. We were watching The Emperor's New Groove, which is a Disney cartoon, and David Spade. I mean, it's probably the last Disney movie I really enjoyed, but it's David Spade, and he's teamed up with John Goodman.
Yeah.
And if Chris Farley was still alive, you know it'd be Chris Farley. But it's a really fun movie. David Spade is fantastic when he has someone to work off of, to bounce off his smart ass, I'm better than you, nose in the air, snob character off of the bumpkin, you know?
Yeah.
Like Chris Farley. Chris Farley was the lovable oaf, and Spade was the anal retentive guy, always stuck with him, and it was magic.
Yeah.
When Spade is by himself, like when I've seen him on certain skits, like when Farley wasn't there, I didn't think he was that funny. Mm-mm. But when he is thrown with the perfect first person like Farley, it's magic.
Yeah.
And that's why he was good. I mean, I don't know if him and John Goodman were ever in the voice booth together, but their characters worked fantastic together. And that's a fucking cartoon, and he was great. He was David Spade, and then, you know, he played an emperor, so I'm perfect. I'm better than you type character. So
I agree completely. When David Spade himself tries to be the goofball character, I've never been a big fan.
Like, I didn't really like Joe Dirt.
Yeah, okay. No, I didn't care for Joe Dirt. My sister's friend, I was renting her garage, the area, the space above her garage, and then they let me in the house sometimes like a puppy. And
were you at least housebroken at the time?
I was. Although she'd get pissed off because I'd pee in the lawn. But the point is, I'm not even making that up. The point is, she's like, oh, you'll love this movie. It's called Joe Dirt. And I'd heard of it, but I'd never seen it. I put it in. I don't think I laughed.
Really? Yeah.
I watched it through out of like, because she, to be loyal to the fact that she recommended me to it. I felt obligated.
Let's see what John says. Joe Dirt. Okay, John Trainer says, favorite car crash movie? No, not a movie about crashing cars, but a movie that's so bad, but you like it. Mine is Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. So a movie so bad, like a guilty pleasure. What's your favorite guilty pleasure movie?
Give me a moment. You go first.
Oh, God. First thing that came off the top of my head, Super Mario Brothers.
That's a good example.
I love Super Mario Brothers.
That's a good example.
Such a fun movie.
You've got a whole show dedicated to.
Yeah, I have a series called You Hate It, I Don't, where I take universally hated movies and I talk about how I basically try to defend it. But like Super Mario Brothers, Howard the Duck, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. I love House of the Dead by Uwe Boll. I love Postal by Uwe Boll.
What was that computer movie from the mid-90s?
The one computer movie from the mid-90s?
The only one that happened. And it had the guy from Mario Brothers in it.
John Leguizamo?
No.
Bob Hoskins?
No.
Dennis Hopper?
No.
What
It
other?
was one of the guys that got...
The Net? He says The Net? Did it have Sandra Bullock in it?
No, it was the one with the lady with the kid with the lips was in it. The lady with the thing.
Hackers?
Hackers.
Is it Hackers?
I
Oh,
don't know,
Angelina Jolie.
Described it, yeah, Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
I wouldn't describe
There
it
you
as
go,
a, as a
Hackers.
train wreck, but not what you would traditionally consider a good movie. But that was a movie where I just got into it. For the,
There's gotta... See? Jennifer Tochi loves Howard the Duck.
yeah. Oh, God damn. But Hackers was a film, it was one of those films where the movie as a whole wasn't not good, but the actors they got together I thought worked out to each other so well that I enjoyed it. What There was 13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts is
a
fun.
good episode.
13 Ghosts is fun. We watched that about a couple
I
months ago.
liked, what's the guy's name who's
Matthew
in it?
Lillard?
Yeah, Matt Lillard. I'm a big Matt Lillard fan. And I didn't really care for the film as a whole, but I really liked his character. So that's probably the best example of a film. It's exclusively because of Matt Lillard. Everything else about Tony Shalhoub is nice and fun in that. The movie's awful. I really like Matt Lillard.
Here's a movie that I think is garbage, but it was so much fun. I was just introduced to it this past holiday season because I've done a couple podcasts with the Graveyard Shift I mentioned before, and they were in a bind. It's Matt and Sheldon. Sheldon had just moved. He didn't have internet, or Mike and Sheldon. Duh. Sheldon just moved. He didn't have internet, so Mike texts me and he asks, "Hey, you want to be on Tuesday night?" I'm like, "Sure. What do I gotta watch?" Jack Frost, not the Michael Keaton movie. Jack Frost from like 1998. A serial killer is getting taken to be executed. They crash into a car that was carrying some type of toxic waste. He melts and his DNA merges with the snow and he becomes a killer snowman and attacks a town. That was probably the most fun I've had with a movie that is pure garbage in a long, long time.
Wow.
Jack Frost, Attack of the Mutant Killer Snowman. And then there's a sequel called Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman, where they go to Hawaii. So it's a snowman in Hawaii. It's like Jaws 4. When the shark follows him all the way to the Bahamas.
Oh my God.
So there you go, John. Jack Frost. I had so much fucking fun with it. But I will say this.
Was that an hour and a half long when they went to Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like him just finding ways not to melt?
I don't know. I haven't seen the sequel. But I will say this, John. I haven't seen Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, but I do enjoy the first one because it's so over the top and fun. Plus, it's Crispin fucking Glover. I fucking love Crispin Glover.
He was in a movie with Arlie Ermy.
What was he in with Arlie Ermy?
Something about involving rats. That's all I can.
Oh, Willard.
Willard.
Yeah, Willard was great. That's the remake. The original was really, really good too.
Huh.
Crispin Glover. Love him in everything I've seen him in. Back to the Future. Willard. Friday the 13th Part 4.
The thing to take away from all of this is Ephraim Slum plays the telephone booth.
You're so... I have to watch it. Jennifer, please watch Jack Frost. I was going to say Tony Shalhoub. Yep, see, Rachel really likes 13 Ghosts too. 13 Ghosts, Ghost Ship. You enjoyed Ghost Ship?
Ghost Ship was quite good. Ghost Ship wasn't great, but it was fun.
Yeah, those are fun movies.
Yeah.
But
the cast had a lot to do with that. I really liked everybody involved in that film.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who ends up being the bad guy, I became a big fan of his because of that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was good. Was it Isaiah Washington? No, Isaiah Washington was a black guy.
No, but that wasn't his name either.
Okay. Anyways, but Ghost Ship was good. But 13 Ghosts was a lot of fun. I never saw the original. This was in the 1960s horror movie.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But yeah. Now I want to watch Jack Frost again. I should make you watch Jack Frost.
Man, fucking hell, you...
It's got the budget of like $2.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
I
much
didn't
fun.
have to.
You know what old Jack Burton says at a time like this? Who? Jack Burton. Me. We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, tonight? Did you ever see Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you wait? Did you like
I
Big
would-
Trouble? Did you like Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
He's got his bag of tricks, the old guy, and it was, what, it was 11 in the bag of tricks or something? Wasn't it?
7 demon bag.
7.
What I would like is a 7 demon bag. 7 demon bag. All right. Yeah.
I gotta watch
My
that
favorite
again,
John
dude.
Carpenter movie is Big Trouble in Little China. And see, that's what I like about John Carpenter. He's known for horror, but he
But,
does
yeah.
great action movies. Big Trouble in Little China. Watch out for the 3 storms. 3 storms. Chinese girls don't come in with green eyes, Mr. Burton. I quote that movie all the time. But Big Trouble in Little China. Escape from New York. You ever see Escape from New York?
Yeah.
Fantastic movie.
I just remember there's a big, huge fucking wall that he gets over somehow. And that's about it.
Oh, Escape from New York is so much fun. Yeah, that's right. I didn't like Prince of Darkness.
I still gotta do that Crow review.
Prince of Darkness. Well, you can talk about it right now.
Movie
Prince of
Crow.
Darkness is probably one of the few John Carpenter films I did not like overall. DWR, I don't know if you've seen my review. I like the Willard remake more than the original. I think I do too, Jennifer, because of Crispin Glover and Arlie Ermey. But Prince of Darkness, it's too much of a slow burn. Even with Alice Cooper, like when the shit hits the fan, it hits the fan and shoots everywhere, and it's great. But that first hour is just so boring. Yes, the main blonde actor was a D-bag. I don't know. Oh, he's talking about. Anyways, why do you hate The Crow?
What didn't I love? Well, we've been trying to do this for like 2 years.
Yeah, because The Crow is my favorite movie of all
just
time.
keeps eluding us.
The Crow is my favorite movie of all
It's-
time, and I wanted you to review it because I wanted to see.
I don't know that we even ever discussed it.
Well,
Like,
I'll do my
most
own like
fun.
main
Yeah,
review
yeah.
by itself, but I love The Crow. It's my favorite movie of all time. It's got everything in it. It's got action. It's got drama. It's got a love story in it. It's a revenge movie. It's got the supernatural in it. Fantastic soundtrack. The gothic imagery. Everything about it. And you didn't like it for some reason. You never told me why.
Well, it's a hard film to critique on my end of things because dude died.
Okay.
And so there's a number of different themes they seem to start setting up.
Did you watch the Motley Crue movie The Dirt? Brian, let him talk about The Crow for a second, then I'll get to The Dirt.
Okay. So it's hard to be too harsh on it because when your lead actor dies, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like there was a number of things they set in motion that had no payoff.
Really?
And I was just I was underwhelmed, but I could see like where this was going, potentially going to go. There seems to be an arc of there's some corruption in the police force at one point that Ernie Hudson is kind of starting to
Ernie Hudson was great.
come across, but I don't recall that anything came from it. So it seemed like there was going to be scenes where there was like the captain, and then one of the chick he was with was in the police force somehow, and there was some kind of corruption angle there, and it just seems like he
just like a lot of failed opportunities.
there was just stuff where it's like this got going and then
Just
didn't
dropped.
go anywhere, but it's like there was probably scenes there to.
Well, they
bring
were
that
almost
along.
done with filming. They only had a week
Yeah.
left of filming left.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong on that point, but I liked the villains.
Okay.
I liked all the villains, but I liked the villains a lot more than I did with dude. What was his name? The actor who died?
Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee. I didn't like the little girl. I thought like, God, you got to get somebody better than this little girl. I like Ernie Hudson, of course. It's hard not to like Ernie Hudson. Frankly, Brandon Lee just didn't
Really?
do it for me.
But then again, you also gave Steel with Shaquille O'Neal cast because of Judd Nelson.
You have to. You got to be careful because like he fucking died. So it's like there might have been a couple more things in here that.
Well. Oh well.
But I liked all the villains.
Michael Wincott was awesome.
Yeah, Michael Wincott. I'm a big fan of. Basically, there was 3 guys there.
What was his name? David Patrick Kelly. He was
Yes,
in,
yeah, he
from
was the guy I was
Commando
trying
and
to
the
think of.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Whenever you need a weasel,
Yes.
you get
And then
Patrick
the
Kelly.
black guy who had the knives, he was in Hackers. He was
Oh, was
good.
he?
But that's one of the things where I was like, well, don't kill him first. He's good. So there was a guy who they doesn't get killed. It's like, and he's the one actor out of that group you've never heard of. 'Cause Michael Massey, who shot him, killed him. I really felt sympathetic towards his character. So those three characters I really liked, but they got rid of the black guy too fast.
Yeah.
And it's like he was one of the better characters. So the guy that dies last or doesn't die at all, kill him first because nobody gives a shit. And I didn't know who he was as an actor.
Yeah.
And then get to these guys later and give them more to do. So they had some. That's why I try not to judge it too much because it felt like it had some good things that, like, you know, if he doesn't get killed, maybe this part is done this way. But the problem with something like you mentioned the Gothic stuff. One of the difficulties on that film is watching it in HD and 16:9. Everything gets pulled forward. I remember watching it in the 90s, and I recall it looked fine. But when you watch an AD, you tell it's a set.
Yeah.
And so that ruined some of it.
You said that like on Predator 2 once when we watched it on a nice screen TV that the sets just look horrible.
The sets look like sets when you watch it on HD and everything's pulled forward.
Yeah.
When it's in the back, because when on the old box screens, the old box screens, that's what it's made to be put on. And then when you put it on a flat screen, it pulls everything forward. And so some little minor detail in the back that you would have never noticed is now front and center. And it kind of makes it hard to suspend your disbelief. The Crow, I wouldn't say I didn't like it because I love those villains. I thought the villains were Michael Wincott. I'm a big fan.
I'll take that as a pass.
Yeah, I'll give it a pass. It's just like everybody's like the Crow is so groovy, and I'm almost like not a surprise.
Yeah. Well, then
Sorry,
the series
Sorry.
did go downhill because by Crow 4, Edward Furlong is the Crow.
They made 4.
Yeah. The fourth one is Edward.
They kept making them. And Eddie fucking Furlong.
Eddie Furlong is the Crow.
I'm gonna go do something else with my
And the villains are the villains is David Boreanaz from like Angel, you know, Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show. Okay, Tara Reid.
I've heard the name.
American Pie, blonde chick, bad boobs, and Dennis fucking Hopper.
Dennis Hopper's in the Crow movie.
He's the villain, and it's like in the Native American culture because Edward Furlong was in love with a Native American girl. So her family is in it. So who do they get to play her Native American father? Mexican actor Danny Trejo.
Why don't I run Hollywood?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
Anyway.
It's not who you are, it's who you know.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with talent in that time.
Anyways, Brian mentioned The Dirt. The Dirt is a new Netflix movie based on the career of Motley Crue. I watched it the other night. I really enjoyed it, but the problem is it's hard condensing 30 years of a career, if not more, into 90 minutes. I enjoyed the performances. I liked guy who plays Ramsey Bolton. He was a really fun McMars.
That's a good actor.
Who knew that Machine Gun Kelly, this white rapper who is more known for a feud with Eminem, could be a fun and entertaining Tommy Lee?
Is he the overweight guy?
No, the overweight guy is Vince Neil, the lead singer.
No, from the movie The Town, there's an overweight white rapper.
I don't know.
The only one I know.
He was fun as Tommy Lee. The guy who played Nikki Sixx was okay. The guy who played Vince Neil was okay. The problem is like the really important stuff that is a major part of their lives. Like there's after Vince Neil accidentally kills a man, drunk driving, accident. They kind of gloss over that a little bit. Vince Neil sadly has a young daughter who died of like a stomach cancer type of thing. I don't know what it actually was. That was like maybe 3 minutes total in the movie. I mean, something serious like that should have been drawn out a little more. I think they focused more on like the debauchery of them, doing drugs and, running wild in the hotel rooms and, snorting coke and drinking piss with Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that. When I wish they would have focused more, like, on, like, that scene with Vince and his daughter, because it's a major important thing. I wish they would have, like, they did some build up with Tommy Lee. He's got an anger and a violence problem because, there's a scene where his girlfriend at the time pisses him off on the tour bus and he punches her. And then he gets in a fight with Heather Locklear because he was married to her and he punches a window and it shatters. Okay, so they're building up to him, with this domestic abuse type of problem. Yeah. Eventually he, marries Pamela Anderson and he beats her up and goes to jail. That's where I thought they were going, and then it just kind of dropped it. You know what happened. He beat up Pamela Lee, and that's what sent him to prison for a while. And like, when's that going to happen? And it didn't. So overall, it was an entertaining movie, but I wish they focused more. Kicked her in the stomach when she was pregnant. Nice. So I wish they just, not like I wanted to see him beat up Pamela Anderson, but it's a major part of him. When they were down in the dumps, he got sent to prison for it, or sent to jail or whatever. Yeah. I wish they, Vince Neil lost his daughter. She was under 10 years old, I think. I can't imagine as a dad losing my kid that young. Oh, it was just, it's a sad scene in the hospital, but then that's it. Yeah. No more. They're in the bar and he's drinking, and then they get the band back together. I'm just like, overall, I really enjoyed the film, but yes, I wanted the crew movie to show more of the tragic parts because that was important. Yeah. Yes, focus on the party and stuff, but there's more to just them drinking Ozzy Osbourne's pee. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do. It sounds like kind of an entertaining, fun movie, but there are so many more. So they could have done much more with it.
It's kind of like what they're saying about the Queen movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
They wanted to focus on the debauchery, and in that film, they focused more on the human side of it.
But I guess with Bohemian Rhapsody, I guess a lot of it was not real either.
Which,
that happened all the time.
About Young Guns. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a documentary. It's a movie about these guys. It's not.
It's not going to be 100% correct.
Spot on. Yeah, you're going to have to move some shit around and throw in some things that illustrate the point, but didn't exactly happen.
And I did have fun with The Dirt, which is the Motley Crue movie, because it was kind of breaking the fourth wall, because it's based on the book written by the four guys. And every now and then the four guys would be kind of telling the story to the audience, kind of like Mike Myers was doing it in Wayne's World type of thing. Yeah. And it was directed by Jeff Tremaine, who was behind Jackass. Yeah. He's a really good director. Wow. I overall I really enjoyed the Dirt. I would just want more. I wanted more, I guess. Speaking of someone pulling his pants down, Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers played naked once. Yeah. I think they had socks over their dicks. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he would play in tidy whitey. Yeah. So. I was never really big into Chili Peppers.
I like them. They're a good band.
Yeah, I enjoy them, but I would never like.
It's doing that thing again. Yeah. Whatever new comment comes after that one gets kicked up. I don't know why.
I don't know either. Like I said, it was because my phone said it was going to die, and then I plugged in stuff. Yeah, see, who knows? It was working for a while. Anyways, I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they don't seem to have a lot of range.
Yeah, they are kind of stuck in that funk kind of deal. They're not Radiohead.
I never got into Radiohead.
Radiohead's got no end to the range. They do all kinds of shit. Yeah, I hear his point. Chili Peppers is more of a narrow, kind of like Metallica. Metallica's only going to go from here to here in what they do. They've got their sound, and that's Chili Peppers definitely has their own sound, kind of like that. Whereas with Radiohead, they got fucking do whatever.
I think I know of Creep, and that's it.
Sad.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of good songs, but
unless they're one of those bands that, hey, I like that song, but I didn't know it was them.
That's possible. That's possible. I've had that happen before, where I've been like, really? That song was... Who was it? I'm not gonna fucking think of anything off the top of my head, but I've done that before. Where I'm trying to think of who that was. I swore 4 years. You've done this too a few times. We had that one actor played something. It's Keanu Reeves as the dog boy.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves in Freak.
It's something like that. And it's like 4 years because I was wearing Freaked for a while, and I did never guess. But
Yeah, I blew your mind with
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
He had some
What
kind
if
of
Bill
thing
and-
happen to him on a plane or something.
I think it'd be cool if Bill and Ted 3, they go into the future and they meet Keanu Reeves, but he's Ortiz the dog boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he,
That's who enough.
I like I said, I like the plot of Bill and Ted, but I think it's too little, too late. It's them now, and they still haven't written the song that like saves the universe.
Right. I hate to say it, but like I was looking at that and the Winter Kid. What's his first name?
Alex.
Looks like a grandpa. He looks.
Well, he's older than us.
Yeah. And we're getting old.
Because they were probably in their 20s when the first one came
Sure.
out, and that was what 88
I
something.
saw him and it's like, oh jeez. And so does I was just watching a thing with Michael Biehn, and it's like all our heroes are getting old, boy.
Well, Bean was in his 30s and the 80s.
Yeah. So he's in his 60s.
Man, he's someone I'm surprised didn't have a huge career.
He had a solid career, but yeah, I thought after
Like
the 80s,
Aliens, Terminator, and then The Abyss, and then he kind of just disappeared.
Tombstone,
Yeah, but like he was like in the background. He wasn't a big
The
character.
Rock.
I guess.
But after the mid 90s,
yeah, he disappeared.
He never. You thought you'd think he would have been in 200 movies by now.
Yeah, the last time I saw him was in Planet Terror. It was a Robert Rodriguez like zombie movie.
He hasn't had.
He was
a
great in
huge
that.
career. He's been working, but just like you would think, he would be one of the top names, like he was, and not so much.
Yeah, that's too bad. Because I loved him in the
He
Terminator.
should have been in Red Dawn.
Fuck that movie. I hated Red Dawn. Not even Leah Thompson could get me to. Well, no, I finished the movie, but I didn't enjoy it.
How is that possible?
It was boring. I was bored with
God.
Red Dawn.
You can watch Leprechaun in fucking space and be happy
Because
as I am.
I'm not bored.
Oh,
It
Lord.
kept my attention the whole time. The hot chick from Home Improvement took her shirt off. You had the hot blonde walking around with no pants for like the last 20 minutes. Miguel A. Nunez gets caught in spider webs by the Russian mad scientist who's like a scorpion spider hybrid. And the leprechaun uses a lightsaber. How could that not at least keep your attention? How could that not at least keep your attention?
It's oh my god. So what else were we talking about? We were in the midst of something. So
Michael Biehn.
3,
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted. What is the
The plot of Bill and Ted is it takes place in present day. They still haven't written the song to say that saves the world.
Yes. Well, that is the plot. I thought that was your critique.
No, that is the plot. See, that's why I love Jennifer. Red Dawn was boring.
I got something in my eye.
But see, the thing is about Red Dawn is I also didn't believe that these kids could take down the Russian military.
Well, they didn't take down the Russian military.
Okay, what? They tried. They tried and they were successful with what they had to do in that film.
Buck, it happens.
No,
Have you ever heard of this thing called Vietnam?
we lost.
Yeah.
Okay,
To who?
through the Viet Cong.
Who were?
Smarter than us.
Who were?
Asian?
Townies!
Okay.
It was just a bunch of fucking townies.
Yeah, but no. I didn't believe Ponyboy Curtis and Charlie Sheen could defeat the Russians.
But that's kind of the point.
I mean, I understand, yes, it's during the 80s and, we're America, we're better than everybody.
No, but that's not the point is when everyday people who you wouldn't expect to do that, be able to do that, which is correct, are put in that position, they have to. And so a bunch of smart-ass white kids, privileged white kids, suddenly forced into the situation of sink or swim. And, you have to defend yourself. You have to awaken your inner warrior and go defend your home.
Maybe it would be more believable if they were adults and not high school students.
But read a book, man. Look through history. When larger conventional militaries invade smaller countries, who's doing the fighting? Women and children, kids and shit. Who are we fighting in Vietnam? A bunch of people wearing pajamas.
Hey, horror man.
They couldn't even get out of bed. They were
My wife couldn't even
pajamas.
finish Red. My wife couldn't even finish Red Dawn.
All right.
She left the room. I sat and watched.
Who the fuck have we been fighting in the Middle East for 20 years?
I don't care.
Not another military.
That doesn't make Red Dawn good.
All right.
But that's just me. But you like this military type stuff.
This is true.
This is where you and I differ.
You get a bunch of people shooting fucking M30s and AK-47s.
You want to watch Red Dawn, and that's
RPGs
fine.
nuking shit out. Fuck yeah.
I'm sitting there watching Leprechaun 4 and having a blast.
4. I'm watching Generation Kill over and over again, wishing they'd make more of that. Are you familiar, Generation Kill?
See. Wait a minute. C. Thomas Howell went on to win an Oscar for his role in Soul Man.
Goddamn Jews.
Stop it. Leprechaun in the Hood was garbage.
There's
Leprechaun Back to the Hood was
that
good.
movie that deserves an award for anything.
He's fucking with you. Stop it. Your brain has already been fried. But see, DWR says Leprechaun in the Hood. I hated Leprechaun in the Hood. However, I loved...
However, we're going to talk about it for 2.5 days. Thank you so much.
No, I loved Leprechaun Back to the Hood. That one was so much fucking fun.
How many of these are there?
There are...
Go down the list.
There's Leprechaun, Leprechaun 2, Leprechaun 3, where he goes to Las Vegas, Leprechaun 4, where he's in space.
What does he do in Vegas?
Leprechaun stuff.
Man, I thought it'd be like gambling. It's like Leprechaun. What is it? Which one was it?
Okay, there's Leprechaun with Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
There's Leprechaun 2.
Yes.
Leprechaun 3 in Vegas.
Yeah, so it's like that, only it's rounders, but it's the Leprechaun. And so he's narrating.
Leprechaun...
Have you seen Rounders?
No.
Oh my god.
I'm too busy watching Leprechaun movies.
You do.
Then there was Leprechaun in the Hood.
TWR, help me out here, buddy.
Leprechaun in the Hood.
Back my play.
Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Back to, number 2, the THA Hood. Then they tried to reboot it with a Leprechaun Origins movie, which I really like. It's a nice monster movie. And then they recently did Leprechaun Returns, which is a direct sequel to the first one.
I have 2 aunts right now who could be terminally ill and dying any day, and I'm over here talking about this shit.
Leprechaun Origins sucked ass. Well, I had
Rounders, somebody help me out here.
I had a lot of fun with Leprechaun Origins. A leprechaun would seem almost always win at gambling in Vegas because he represents good luck. Yeah. And what's great about Leprechaun 3 is there's a side story where this kid is bit by a leprechaun, and as he stabs the leprechaun with a knife, the leprechaun's blood mixes into the open wound of him, and he's slowly turning into a leprechaun. And for the whole rest of the movie, when he's not trying to find a way to defeat the leprechaun, he's doing dirty limericks and eating potatoes. What? Rounders was good with Matt McDermott. What was
Mike McDermott.
Oh,
Matt Damon's character.
Okay. Sean Penn, Michael J. Fox movie was Casualties of War. That's a war movie.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. See, I like war stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd rather... Leprechaun in Vietnam.
That one, there we go.
Would you watch a Leprechaun movie if it was Warwick Davis fighting the Viet Cong dressed as a leprechaun?
What's Leslie Nielsen doing? She's the big black guy with the M60.
Leslie Nielsen's been dead for years, dude.
No, Leslie Jones.
Did you just confuse Leslie Nielsen and Leslie Jones?
My brain. You fucked my brain up like 2.5 hours ago, bro. We've watched an entire film and a half at this point.
Yeah, Casualties of War was very good.
Nothing but like shitting on my life with how many horrible movies are being made.
Not all horrible.
All of them.
Pet Sematary is going to be great. I stand by it.
Better not make a Rounders sequel because you only fucked that up.
I'm so excited for Pet Sematary. I'm excited for the next It movie. troll movies were dog shit. I enjoyed the first troll movie. And I know we had fun with how bad Troll 2 was because
We had
because how did he defeat the trolls or the goblins? Do you remember?
sandwich. Not, oh my god.
The double decker bologna sandwich.
And I love the bit. I would love to. I wish I had a career. And I could do a spoof of that. And he looks in the rearview mirror and he goes, "Oh my God, Neilbog stands for goblins." I want to have a guy come around the corner and be like, "You just now figured that out? Like, you're halfway through the movie, kid, and you just now put this together."
You can't piss on hospitality. Remember the scene where he pees on the sandwiches?
You can't piss on
I mean, there's a really good documentary.
Yeah,
It's called Best Worst Movie.
We've covered it in the previous incarnation of Whitey.
Give him some Vaseline. Give you some Vaseline and some Kleenex. You need help. I think Jennifer's enjoying the pain that you're going through.
I know.
Good. But Best Worst Movie is this documentary. We're following the kid who played Joshua and then the kid who played the dad, who is a dentist, and it's them talking about this phenomenon on how horrible the film is, and it's now it's got this huge cult following because of so bad it's good. And the director still thinks he made a great movie.
What?
Yeah. The director still stands by that he made a good
We
film.
might have to pop that in.
It's packed up, but it's a really good.
As soon as you get moved in 2022.
We'll invite you over, and we'll watch that before we live stream. I think you would really enjoy
I
it.
really do need to quit my job. Like, everybody, go sub up on my show and donate to PayPal so I don't have to go to work anymore. That'll solve all my problems.
Wasn't the director German who couldn't speak English? I think he was Italian. But no, he couldn't speak English.
It had to have been German. Look at the film.
I could have sworn he was Italian. It doesn't fucking matter. But it was all it was all vegetarian propaganda because it was all.
His wife went vegetarian.
Yeah, his wife was a vegetarian, and I think.
And his wife wore the pants because he couldn't find the G-spot on the map.
But that was fun when we tried to. You tried to download Troll 2 and your computer kept crashing.
Oh my god.
It took us like 4 hours to watch a 90-minute movie and talk about it.
That was back in the day. Mm-hmm. I told you I went back on Whitey the White Guy at yahoo.com and was like just cruising back. I was looking to find some old subs. And just going back through all the fucking copyright strikes and just dealing with that shit. My God, it was every single, because it's by the date that you got the email. It's like, fuck, I was doing this all the time.
Yeah,
just ridiculous.
It's sad because we made a lot of good videos, which is why I'm glad we found that one channel that stole a lot of our videos, so we can at least download them and put them up on our channel.
Have you been doing that?
Yeah, I put up our Last from the Past review.
I think I saw that.
I put up the one where you were working in the school and you were trying to take a shit and the kid opened the door on you.
Oh my God! Did I ever? Let me tell that story because I've never told that story on this one.
Yeah.
So I took a job 3 years back, whatever it was anymore now.
I think a janitor at a school.
At a private school, it was a Catholic school. So it ranges from pre-K to the year before they go to high school.
Right, you tell the story, I need to hit the bed.
All right, you go do that. And then when you come back, you tell a story, I need to smoke.
Okay.
You know it's like 4 fucking degrees outside, I'm sure. So, and it used to be an all-girls school. Oh, I'll put the camera on me for this one. It used to be an all-girls school, and then they made it boys and girls. And so, when they redid the building a bit with bathrooms, there's just like nowhere to go take a shit, and solitude. No, phenomenon. So anyway, I go to take a shit. It's nice and quiet for 5 minutes. His battery is running out. Your battery's running out. And a whole platoon of boys comes barging in, and some kid just comes right in. And the latch on the door didn't latch properly. And so they barged right in, and there's some Scottish guy sitting there with his pants down and his pecker hanging out. And a bunch of 12-year-old kids. It tells it better when I have more time to prepare the story, but you just couldn't, there was nowhere where you could take a shitting, but it was just like, I think I just started there, so that's why I didn't fit up the latch thing, and now I'm fucking now I'm that guy who would, saw him taking a shit in the whole fucking school full of kids. It was a nightmare. I don't know why I started telling this story. But the whole point was there was nowhere where you could have a shitting in peace without a squad of kids coming on the corner every 10 minutes. I really had no positive experience doing that. Rounders was good. What else? Fuck. 13 Ghosts. Who saw that and liked that? I thought that was an interesting film, but I didn't like the black lady, of course. Angel Hyde, no. Huh. It's kind of interesting. Deaf and death. Take voice and diction for theater performance. Learn phonetics. That's what I did. I never had cop problems where I wanted to be an actor. Cop nuns. Cops, nuns? Welcome back.
Hey, you tell your pooping story?
I did.
What are you doing? Messing with yours?
No, I was just going to turn this off. Oh, I had 6 playbacks. I didn't realize that.
You need to go take a smoke, you said?
Yeah, I'm going to take a smoke break, boss.
We still going when you get back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Everything went south of my spine. Oh.
You okay?
My whole backside.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to hobble upstairs and try to hobble outside for a smoke. I think he'll be back in probably 20 minutes the way he's walking.
Oh my God. Ugh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, just sitting down. Yeah, it sucks getting old, dude. Me and aluminum still really can't say what to say. 13 Ghosts, never seen it. 13 Ghosts was fun. Watch out for those nuns. They're mean. Anyone else have a hard time saying phenomenon? The popcorn. Oh, man. See, talking about Troll 2 makes me want to rewatch it. I know my wife is not looking forward to this, but we're also gonna do a series on the channel where I think I'm gonna call it "This Is Gonna Suck," where she's gonna pick something that we're gonna watch together and we're gonna review it. Like, I know she's making me watch Annie. Eventually, the musical with the redheaded ginger and Tim Curry and what's her face, who plays the drunk, Carol Burnett. And who knows, I might really enjoy the film. I really doubt it. And I'm gonna make her watch something like Troll 2, or I'm gonna make her, and she's gonna make me watch Sound of Music. I was gonna say Song of the South. I need to watch that movie. She's gonna make me watch like Sound of Music or Grease. I watched Grease for like 5 minutes and I fucking left the room. And then I'm gonna turn around and make her watch like the Power Rangers movie. So it's gonna be a fun series when we finally get moved into the new place. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun for at least one of us. But who knows? The reviews. I think a lot of reviews turn out really good. Either A, when we really enjoy the film, like our newest video where we did Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I was really proud of that video. Oh, I have to watch Grease with my girlfriend, Eric. Have fun. Ugh. I think our Tucker and Dale versus Evil video was a lot of fun because we both ended up really loving that movie. That was a surprise. And then of course, when we have the opposing viewpoints, who knows, we can get into a nice argument with how much I really enjoy Troll 2 and how much my wife will probably want to leave me and kick me out of the house. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. So, see, that was great. Tucker and Dale, I said it in the video, Tucker and Dale versus Evil did for slasher films, like what Shaun of the Dead did for zombie films. It was crisp, perfect writing, great, performances by the actors, fantastic chemistry. It's like I use this term way too much, but it's lightning in a bottle. It's like Predator. We were talking about Predator earlier. Predator is like the perfect mix of action, You know, the testosterone of all the cast, the sci-fi in it, you know, the look of the Predator, the plot, the performances. It's just so much fun. It was damn near perfect. Um, yeah, Predator is one of those films that I can just put on and I can quote and just sit back and just remember how much I love this film. Um, and you know, and then I just love how, you know, I say it's like Predator's like the total testosterone movie. Because you got all these macho men. You got, you know, Arnold, Carl Weathers, you know, Jesse the Ventura, and to you know, Bill fucking Duke, and then, you know, to a lower, you know, a smaller extent, Shane Black and whoever played like Poncho or whatever his name was. All these macho men, and they're going into the jungle for this rescue mission, and they're fucking listening to Little Richard, and it's just little things like that, which I'm pretty sure Shane Black threw in there, to really enjoy. Tucker and Dale, who I don't know who said Tucker and Dale, was it John? Tucker and Dale versus Tucker and Dale 2? I guess the guy who played Tucker said that there was going to be a sequel, and they read the script, and the script was trash, and they passed on it, so they don't think it's ever going to happen. Who said? Somebody said the trailer for Annabelle came out today. I've never seen the first Annabelle. I've never gotten past the first Conjuring, which I loved, but I just never got to those films. I don't know why. The Conjuring I loved. I never saw the second one. Conjuring, the first one I loved. And what's great is me and my wife watched it and scared the hell out of her because we live in this old house. I think it was built in like 1910. And it was, of course, you know, the house is always squeaking while we're watching this, and they're doing the, you know, the clap clap scene, and it was perfect fucking timing. It's like whenever I watch the original Pet Sematary, and it's in this creepy old fucking house, and of course I have to watch in the dark because you can't watch that movie in the light. It takes away everything. You want to watch Pet Sematary in the dark, and of course, since becoming a father, it just makes the movie even worse for me. But it's got this like the perfect creepiness to it. I'm watching it in this old house, and it's always on a day when I have to do laundry and come down to my basement. But it's just fantastic. Love it. What did you say, John? Let's see here. Before I go to bed, what movie do you want me to hack to pieces for the podcast? Ooh. Well, I'm excited that you're going to do Pet Sematary, and I'm excited you're going to do part 2 because of how, as you say, bug nuts crazy it is, which thanks to you, John, bug nuts is now a current, you know, a piece of my vocabulary that I use a lot. What movie should I have you watch? Oh, shit. Oh, man. No, he's done the Lost Boys movies. He's ranted on the sequels. John's really, really good at ranting. You know what? I have no idea. Because there's some movies that I would like you to review that I want to know if you're really going to enjoy. Like, I would like you to talk about 1932's Freaks by Todd Browning. But something that is garbage. Oh. Shit, I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to think of bad Stephen King. You know what? I did suggest Children of the Corn, the original one. I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Shit. Get a midget and say this house is clean. You know what? I don't think you've done it. You don't have to review the whole series. I would like you to review. Why not do Poltergeist 3 and see how much of a mess that movie was. Because I love the first one. Poltergeist 2 is great. Poltergeist 3, kind of a mess. So why not do Poltergeist 3 if you want to rip something apart? And if you want to do a movie that I really enjoy, Freaks by Todd Browning. Or you know what? Do Freaked with Alex Winter from 1993. How about that? Fright Night remake. He did that. He's done the Fright Night series. Another great. Yeah. Just Google. Here's Johnny's review. He's got so many fantastic rants. I love John's reviews. I think you would too, because he does like weekly things. Like one podcast a week, and he's got every month is a theme month. So highly recommend. Here's Johnny's reviews. I'm going to get him to watch and review Freaked with Alex Winter.
Yeah, I think that's worth it.
So, Whitey's back. Feel better? Got your smoke?
Yeah.
Did you give up on your tablet?
Oh, I'll get it back on. And get people to watch. You are thoroughly kicking my ass over there.
Well, 200 coming soon, possibly with a certain Ooh. Well, if it's a certain podcast, good luck. I don't want to jinx you, so I won't say what it is. But oh. You still cold down here?
What happened to me? I used to sweat a lot.
I think it's because you're losing a lot of weight.
I am. I've lost. I don't know where it went, but losing some tonnage.
3 time zones will be a killer. What's the channel? Here's Johnny's reviews. I know it's on iTunes. That's where I listen to it. I think it's on Podbean. Johnny, before you go to bed, why don't you put all the places where they can find your podcast in the chat? Like I said, I really like. One of my favorite reviews of his is when he did Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
One more time, what was it called for anybody just?
Here's Johnny's reviews.
Yeah.
On iTunes, on Podbean. Hey Whitey, do you think the Dora the Explorer movie will go on a massacre in his or her new live action movie? I know nothing about Dora the Explorer.
What's Leslie Jones playing it? At least I got her name right.
You won't let her go, will you?
No. Ooh, Dora the Explorer.
Yeah,
live action?
A live action movie, but with a CGI monkey voiced by Danny Trejo. Hey man, Trejo needs work.
Yeah. He's got to pay off those legal fees for the murder he committed. Murders. And what was he in prison for?
He was in prison, I think, for drugs. I don't know.
It was robbery.
Could be.
The story he told, like, his uncle when he was younger, that's how he got into crime. His uncle was like, well, we're going to go rob something now. He's like, sure.
And now he owns a taco truck or a taco restaurant in California.
Dora the fucking Explorer. Oh, my God.
Do you even know what Dora the Explorer is?
Yeah, it's my sister. Yeah, Sarah, have you met Sarah?
I know she's Mexican.
Yeah, when she was a kid, she looked straight up.
Oh, really? I had no
So
idea.
did her
I don't think I've
oldest.
ever met her. Leslie Jones, who played Bill Cartwright in the new ABC TV movie, should be epic. What?
Bill Cartwright,
Who's Bill Cartwright?
forward for the Chicago Bulls, I think. Are we talking about the same Bill Cartwright?
I don't know.
He played for the Bulls during the Michael Jordan era?
I didn't watch basketball.
Of course not.
If Leslie Jones was going to play anybody on the Bulls, she'd be Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, she would. Dennis the Menace Rodman.
Just got my son off that show. I've been tortured by that show. Like 7'2".
Good Lord.
Yeah, we never. My daughter was never into Dora the Explorer. She was into.
Good for you.
She was into Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and now she's into My Little Pony, and now she's into Goosebumps, which is cool which is cool because my daughter's kind of getting into that horror genre now. Like she knows who she's way too little, but she knows who Freddy is. She knows who Chucky is. She knows who Jason is. She watches Goosebumps with me because she knows it's scary, but she enjoys it.
Yeah.
It's not too scary for her. She watches Are You Afraid of the Dark with me and really enjoys it. She's watched parts of Critters with me, and she's not scared of it. She knows, that it's fake.
Have you ever seen a horror film like when you were a kid and had nightmares? Jurassic Park gave me nightmares.
The only time, well, Wayne Cracker, I'm Batman wants to know, what did you think of the Dora the Explorer movie? I didn't. The trailer came out, and I thought it was eh. I didn't really care, to be honest. But
And I don't have kids, so I don't
right.
fucking clue.
But she watched a little bit. She's seen a little bit of Critters with me. She
Hamburger
watches.
Hill?
Maybe when she's 8.
Okay.
She's watched some people like. She's watched some zombie movies with me. Do I have Shudder? They have this Critters TV show on it. I don't want to watch the Critters TV show. It looks like garbage. But back to. But either way,
TV
my
show?
daughter's so slowly. Yeah, I told you, Gilbert Gottfried's in it.
You did. Gilbert Gottfried.
But my daughter's slowly getting into spooky stuff.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of cool. Like, she watches wrestling with me, pays attention, then goes and runs around. But she'll sit and watch Goosebumps with me. She'll sit and watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Your daughter is going to have zero problems with dudes. Because you're raising her to be like you. And so, like, when it's time for her to go chase down boys, she's going to know Critters and fucking Predator and Goosebumps and all that shit.
Yeah, and it's like a cool thing that we do together. But
cool. It is good.
A movie that scared me.
Like, yeah, anything.
Is creep me out and scare the same thing? No, like, excuse me, Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Creeps me out, but I love it. The original
Like
Poltergeist.
when you were a kid, though, I mean, you
the only time I really remember
haunted by something,
being scared,
to some extent,
and it wasn't Poltergeist was good. It wasn't the movie that scared me. We were watching. Remember, my mom got me into horror at a very young age. The fucking clown in Poltergeist. She got me into horror. I think the first thing she had me watch was The Exorcist.
Couldn't bother.
No, edited for TV.
Oh, okay.
So it was on USA. So, you know, the masturbating with the cross and all that stuff was cut out. I didn't see that movie uncut until I was in like high school. But she got me into horror, and so whenever like Stephen King movies would come out, you know, I watched Pet Sematary with her when it first came out on VHS, so like 1990. The only time I remember not being scared by the film, but it was the TV movie of It, with Tim Curry as Pennywise.
Yeah.
It wasn't the movie that scared me. It was, the movie's over, now I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
That was what terrified me. You know, I just watched that, and now after, like, clowns don't scare me. I don't like people, like, in costumes or painted up coming and fucking with me. But, like, if I see a clown over there, as long as he stays over there, I'm not terrified. But it was the fact that I just watched that, and then now I gotta go to bed.
Such a weird cultural clowns, man.
But then I watched part 2, and it turned out to be a big fucking spider, and I didn't give a shit.
Was that too?
Yeah, the second part. But the only thing I can think of is when I was scared, it wasn't because of the movie, you know, watching it, it was going to bed afterwards. I would have to say the first part of the It miniseries. My mom would take me to see horror movies in theaters and then to the video store every week to rent horror. Started young. I was the horror boy. See, and that's great. You know, start them young. And what was great is, Horror Man, I don't know how old you are, but I loved just going to, like, the video store and renting it and just seeing the VHS, like, box art to these horror movies. They were fucking fantastic. Women afraid of taking showers because of Psycho, or people being afraid of the water for Jaws.
That's why my girlfriend didn't shower.
Yeah, I just think you had a poor choice. Absolutely, I love the video. What I loved about video stores was, like I said, I loved going to video stores just for the creepy box art, and I would never rent the movies. I still haven't seen the film to this day, but I'll always remember the box art for a movie called Deadly Spawn. And Horror Man, I'm sure you know what Deadly Spawn is. They were just these look like giant dicks with teeth. And they were just staring right at you, you know, from the box cover. Another one that always stuck with me.
The guy in that theater was a fan. The Brony.
The Brony. I have that one. Got the big box VHS, in fact, see. And then another one, Horror Man, I'm sure you know, is I finally saw the movie for the first time within the last 3 or 4 years. Didn't like it, but I don't know what it was. It just always stuck with me. It's a movie called Bad Dreams. And it's a black and white cover, and you're focusing on a girl's eyes looking terrified, at you, and her mouth is covered, like, she's trying to scream and someone's shutting her up, but it's like a demon hand. And it's creepy as fuck, and I always remember that box art cover, and then I watched the film and I thought it sucked. But it's just the box art for different. Amanda Weiss was in it. Are you sure Amanda Weiss was in it? I know it was the chick from Elm Street 3, the Switchblade girl. I think she was the main character in it. I could be wrong. But yeah, the box art for Bad Dreams always stuck with me for some reason. And then the penis monsters from Deadly Spawn. But I just love, and then I hate when like they bring movies that had really cool box art, and then they bring them to like DVD, and the box art is shit. Like the Friday the 13th series, those VHS covers were awesome. And then I have them all on DVD, and the box art is shit. I hate all the cover art for every single Friday the 13th movies up until Jason Goes to Hell, which is my favorite cover art, with the mask and the demon coming through the eye sockets and stuff. And then I love the Jason X cover art with the normal Jason face, and then the Uber Jason face with the girl screaming and the knife.
There's a film we gotta check out, Digital Man.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. Amanda Weiss is in it.
Amanda Weiss, she's pretty. She's still pretty. She's in the first Nightmare. She's in the first Nightmare on Elm Street. She's in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. She plays Judd Nelson's girlfriend. She's in what else is she? Better Off Dead with
the Highlander TV show.
John Cusack. Yeah. That's all I know of her. She's still a working actress. But she was the first. She was in the very first Nightmare on Elm Street movie. She was the one that was cut up and dragged across the ceiling and stuff. I don't think you've ever seen you're not really into horror, are you?
Not to the extent that you're not really.
Like, the characters, but I don't think you've ever seen a Friday the 13th movie, have you?
Way back, I've caught bits and pieces of them, but sorry, I'm looking. I don't see any titties. So
I don't think she's ever gotten nude.
Well, that's a lost opportunity for her. No, I'm not. I'm on the wrong channel to say this, but I've never been a huge fan of the horror genre.
Well, you don't have to. Not everyone likes horror. I don't talk just horror on this channel. Remember, I've talked Super Mario Brothers. Howard the Duck.
We were just talking Casualties of War.
That's a great movie. Yeah. Who's that?
It's your girl.
That's not Amanda Weiss.
Oh, it's
That's
not?
What's Her Face. The chick from Identity.
Really?
Yeah, that's not Amanda Weiss.
Yeah, you're right, it is.
Told you. What the fuck is her name? I can't think.
Amanda Pete.
Yeah, Amanda
Why
Pete.
do you give me those?
Read my last.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems
Better Off Dead
happy.
is great. Love Curtis Armstrong. Curtis Armstrong's great in everything. Well, okay, I'm Batman. What do you want me to read? My brothers were.
That isn't Nicole Kidman. What the
I
fuck?
seen Psycho when I was little, and I'm in theaters when I was young.
Damn, I might have to go home soon.
You gotta go home soon?
Yeah, Amanda Pete, stop it. I'm saying. That's good looking tits.
Yeah, she's
Those
pretty.
are nice
That's
boobies.
in Whole 9 Yards with Bruce Willis.
Huh.
She was in Identity too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the hooker.
You would be that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hookers don't get a second chance.
Horrors don't get a second.
Yeah,
chance.
Horrors don't get a second chance.
Yeah.
It was Timmy the whole time. You kind of saw it. I didn't know. I don't know. Did you see that coming?
No, because I forgot all about him.
Yeah, I did. He was there and he wasn't.
Yeah.
alive.
Identity was fun. Identity was a lot of fun. John Cusack is in another good horror movie called 1408.
Identity's another good actor's film. The actors made that film.
John C. Reilly's in it. Is
John
Reilly
C.
and
McGinley.
Same fucking thing. I know, big difference, but he's in it. John Cusack, Amanda Pete, other people.
Jake Busey.
Jake Busey, Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
Oh, Ray Liotta scares me.
The blonde guy who's been in a bunch of movies.
The long-haired blonde guy?
He was in the short-haired blonde guy with the girlfriend is actually his wife.
The girlfriend is in a lot of movies when they need like a dirty, scuzzy girl, Clea Duvall.
Yeah.
She's really good at being the dirty, scuzzy girl.
Yeah. That's who she is in this one.
But and then the long-haired dude who works the motel, I've seen him in.
He's been a bunch of stuff.
From Dusk Till Dawn, he was in.
Yeah.
That's all I know him from. He was Benny or whatever his name is. You ever see From Dusk Till Dawn? Quentin Tarantino, George Clooney, vampires.
With the squirt guns.
Squirt gun. Yeah. The super soakers full of holy water.
That's all I remember about it. What's her name from Natural Born Killers was in it?
Yeah, Juliette Lewis.
Harvey
Keitel.
For sure. Harvey Keitel probably the best part.
Cheech Marin plays 3 different people.
Yep.
Danny Trejo, the voice of the monkey from Dora the Explorer.
Was that the one with the lady with the...
Selma Hayek, Dances with the Snake.
What's the one with the lady with the leg that turns into a machine gun?
Planet Terror.
Was it?
Yeah, Rose McGowan.
Okay.
Is the TV show worth a watch? I've never seen the TV show of From Dusk Till Dawn. I've heard more good than bad, but the fact that I think the lead character is played by Wilmer Valderrama from that 70s show is not selling me on it. Fez from that 70s show is the... So
that's not a leading man. He is not a leading man.
Well, I haven't seen him in anything other than that 70s show.
That's it.
He was in The Ranch, that Netflix show with Sam Elliott and Ashton Kutcher. And
okay.
He was in like 3 episodes of that. So that's a no then.
Ashton Kutcher was in Texas Strangers, which was a Western that came out in the late 90s.
Okay.
That was Mandolin. James Vanderbeek was in that, and my guy, Sergeant France from Hamburger Hill was in that. It's all there is. It's a Western.
I like Ashton Kutcher in The Butterfly Effect.
Thought that was solid.
I'll give him that.
Solid.
And all that, and that only that.
And you're a big Topher Grace fan.
Other than that 70s show,
Spider-Man.
And Predators.
Thought Predators was pretty good.
Do you have an open relationship or play around with each other's together or separate? It's whatever tickles our fancy. It depends on
who's ever butt is perky.
Yeah. Depends on how cold it is outside.
I used to have more moves, and I'm thinning down.
Yeah, good for you.
So he doesn't like...
Less for me to grab onto.
Yeah.
I
used to go all night. Now I'm lucky to get a quick.
I hope Disney does not reboot X-Men. I'm sure Disney is going to throw X-Men, now that they own Fox, they're going to reboot the X-Men. They're going to bring them in. God. And they're going to have...
Disney could fuck up a wet dream.
The X-Men after Dark Phoenix, I guarantee you, is done. That'll be the last X-Men movie in that continuity, that universe. Ashton Kutcher was better as Steve Jobs in Steve Jobs rather than Michael Fassbender in Jobs. And I'm not really a fan of Ashton Kutcher. You should do more vlogs about your life as a gay man because there aren't many gay movie collectors out there. You know what? I might just do that. Okay. Because this cocksucker here is trying to troll us, and he's trying to tell me what we should do. So I might just do that.
You on a Tuesday.
So I was waiting for the trolls to show up, and that's okay. I have no problem.
I don't even know you're there.
It's not gay if your tips don't touch, It's okay.
What is that? Swords?
Swords?
Have you ever heard of swords? It's...
Swords?
Swords. It's, Oh!
I saved it.
Nice catch, Tom Waddle.
I have no idea who that is.
It wouldn't. But anyway... This guy's got a penis and this guy's got a penis and they play swords.
Don't worry, you know what? Don't worry about him being mean. I don't care. He can say whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm being mean?
Not you.
I was helping the guy.
No. Simon. This guy Simon. He's trying to troll us and call us.
Hello, my name is Simon.
he's trying to call us homeless.
Drawings. Somebody please.
See? It's not gay until the balls touch. See? John's on our side. It's okay.
Way to go, John. See the guy from Scotland?
Hmm?
Nice. Scotland. What went wrong?
I don't know. You're the history guy.
It's really Ireland that's in trouble lately. Scotland, I don't even know what Scotland's doing lately. It's been
Simon Simeon, sit on your dick. I don't care what your name is. He's just
somebody's troll. How do you get trolls?
I don't know.
Like, what did you ever do to like attract a troll?
I think it was probably you. I brought you over because the last time we were on a stream together, we had a troll.
Yeah.
And you're my bad luck charm.
But he wasn't even here for the Hitler joke.
See, the thing is, though, this guy's trying to troll me, and he's probably going to think I'm going to get upset. I really don't give a fuck.
Trolls off? It's just me.
Yeah, well, the only time you can get trolls. I'm not trolling anyone. I thought you said you was gay before. Are you?
Probably did.
Well, that depends. How much money you got, you know? It depends, you know. I'm gay for pay. How about that? Does that make you happy? No. The only time I ever get trolls is when I do a live stream, and the only time I do live stream is when I'm with you. Oh, I don't care.
When he's with me.
You know, yeah, but I make sure
he's white power.
I make sure you're the woman, though.
Oh, I'm the.
Well,
you
could
show the pitch.
You're hanging around Jay, so I see. That's what I'm saying.
It's fair. That's fair.
See, because he's one of Jay's trolls, so it's great. Don't take less than $100. See, John's on my side. I need John around. He needs to tell me that, you know, nothing less than $100 if I want some man's penis around.
While we're talking about money, why did White Guy show? Everybody go there and sub.
No.
Control me for all the money you want.
How about if Simeon the Troll goes and subs to you?
Why did White Guy show?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can, you know, PayPal me on Volt Party, and life is good. Then I can quit my job and just not work anymore.
Oh. That's the American dream, isn't it?
Corey Feldman. Speaking of people who took
Long live Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman is a chode, but who cares? I liked him in the 80s. I liked him in The Goonies, The Lost Boys, other movies he was in. Friday the 13th Part 4.
Not Leprechaun?
He hasn't been in a Leprechaun movie yet.
Because Leprechaun hasn't gone to the ghetto in space, but it's coming.
But he's been to the ghetto twice. He has. He's been to the hood, and then he's been back to the hood. That was after he's been in space. But these are all different leprechauns. So.
Huh. I know that guy.
Yeah, that is just a notification. That is going that way.
What? It's in a photo. It's a penis.
It probably could be with this guy, and I'm not opening that. Oh, let's do a live chat. Let's see what other troll. All right. Anyways, what were we talking about? Leprechauns. Are you okay?
How is Scotland?
How is Scotland? I've never been there.
No. The dude who lives there.
If you trash talk about Corey Feldman or George Lucas, I will beat you over the head with a lead pipe. Well, I think Corey Feldman's a chode.
Mm-hmm.
And I think George Lucas is retarded for what he's done to change his movies. So I'm sorry, Batman.
By lead pipe,
bring the lead pipe.
Penis?
Dark, it's almost 4 a.m. It's almost 4 a.m. over there in Scotland.
Wow.
So it's 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's like 6 hours difference.
You're 9 people. You are crushing it, bro.
Hmm? Yeah, but one of them's a trolling dickhead, so he doesn't really count.
Well.
But hey, it's still a view.
Views are views.
And that's what it is.
That's
fantastic.
Yes.
So I appreciate you, troll. Thank you, Simeon. How do I get the troll? Why do I get the trolls and you get nothing?
Oh,
Simeon.
I can't win. The hell, Juggalo Championship?
Yeah, it's a hardcore wrestling federation where ICP does the commentary. See, are you gonna do more videos on William Patterson? I probably will. Yes, it's
William Patterson.
He is speaking of trolls. He's this big fat, disgusting troll.
I didn't bring the thing.
Just turn it off. No one's watching.
Nobody.
But yes, I will be doing more. Jay hit him with a lead pipe because I'm 69. I have a bad left leg. So okay.
Does he mean penis when he says lead pipe?
Could be. Maybe because he thinks we're gay. I have no idea. Have you seen those films?
This could be why as well.
Oh, because it's
It's
so
in my ass.
Yeah, but are you even
no
on the
views.
Wi-Fi? Oh,
How would I not be?
I don't know. If you watched Chud and Castle Freak last night on Shudder, first weekly Joe Bob Briggs show. I've seen the second one. I've seen Chud 2, Bud the Chud. What is my favorite WWE movie? John says, honestly, the only WWE movies I can think of that have enjoyed was the first See No Evil, The Condemned, and Leprechaun Origins. So I'm going to say of those three, probably The Condemned with Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite WWE movie. Because I don't have the guts to watch The Marine Part 12 or whatever there is.
What?
Yeah.
How many Marine movies are there?
I think there's 6 or 7.
How many times can his wife get kidnapped?
It's a different guy, I guess. Well, it's the same guy from Part 3 to Part 7 or whatever. I don't know. I watched the first one and didn't like it. Even though it had Robert Patrick in it.
That's the only positive thing.
Did you watch the first Marine?
T-2000's in there.
You did watch the Marine because you said you wanted it to be Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You wanted Justin Bieber to be John Cena, and his wife was like a pet monkey or something.
No, it was at the time there was a big deal in the news.
Oh, I did watch 12 Rounds. I watched 12 Rounds and I didn't like that because even though it was Rennie Harlan.
Bieber has the monkey because he wants to be Michael Jackson and gay, I guess. I don't know.
What do you mean, you and Nicholas? All right, the comments are doing that thing again. Go ahead, keep talking, Bieber and a monkey.
Yeah, so I want to make a movie about Justin Bieber and his monkey gets kidnapped, and then his monkey's played by Dwayne Johnson, like live action. So it's just Dwayne Johnson in a diaper. But he fucking
Dwayne Johnson. No, because Dwayne Johnson played like remember when Chris Kattan was Mr. Peepers on Saturday Night Live, where he was like this monkey human hybrid or whatever. Dwayne Johnson played him and he wore a diaper.
Is that where I got that idea?
All right. Good night, John. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
What do you like that show?
Sleep off the booze. Have fun.
In a diaper?
Yeah. Like you've never. Well, that was.
I
Like
probably did.
I'm sure you've seen Mr. Peepers.
Very deep and shit. I'd love to forget.
Yeah, like I said, that was back when we stopped watching Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I stopped enjoying it when it was the 90s. You should watch 12 Rounds 3 with Dean Ambrose. It's shockingly cool. I don't think I could watch 12 Rounds Part 2 with Randy Orton if I didn't really enjoy 12 Rounds 1 with John Cena. And the thing is sad because 12 Rounds was directed by Rennie Harlan, who I really, really enjoy. Mm. You have no idea who Rennie Harlan is, do you?
A porn star? A coffee?
Rennie Harlan directed Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
And he directed Cutthroat Island and Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger with your boy Stallone back there. Cliffhanger was great, dude.
We're gonna man.
John Lithgow.
Who wasn't that?
John Lithgow. I saw 12 Rounds. I died a little inside. It was okay, but Randy Orton should just. Yeah, see, no, bad. I couldn't get. I don't like Randy Orton to begin with. Did you know that Rennie Harlan was originally going to direct Alien 3? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either. I still got to see the director's cut of Alien 3.
You do. I told you about that because it does put a different spin on, like, the whole fucking film feels different.
Yeah, I just got the Blu-ray collection, which is cool because it's got the theatrical and the director's cut, and I've still yet to see Alien 3 to director's cut, and, you know, I really like Fincher. I just want to see what his original intentions were.
When you watch the theatrical, dudes are just not there anymore. They establish characters more in the director's cut, and then in the theatrical, there's like a bunch of guys there, like just different characters that are around, and you're like, what happened to those? So I recognize one of the actors from something else.
Okay.
And then I'm like, what the fuck happened to him? He's just there, and then
Walking
he's
Tall.
not.
I don't know if Walking Tall was a WWE movie. I don't think Walking Tall was
Walking
WWE.
Tall was okay. I saw that.
Yeah.
But so the point is, in the director's cut, it actually explains how people got killed, and you have a better sense of what's going to focus. Like the very end of it, the geography's all fucked up, and like where is everybody? In the director's cut, you just have a better sense of what's going on. You know, it's less confusing. But they actually capture the alien and then the crazy guy lets him go. The guy goes crazy. I forget Gollum. Gollum.
Okay.
Gollum. He's in the film, and then he's just no longer in the film.
Really?
And then here you find out what happened to Gollum and a few other guys like that. They all die.
Really?
Yeah.
And I guess it's a bull that the alien goes into instead of a dog. I think.
Yeah. Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of BOWL. You had me go. I'm like, what?
Bull, not bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I don't know if it was a bull or just a big cow or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
There's a few different differences there. But you spend more time with the guys, so you give a shit who they are a little bit more in the director's cut.
Rachel, don't worry about them. Who cares? Don't worry about the trolls. Who cares? I don't care.
Why? What's the troll saying? I didn't even pay attention.
Wife's trying to defend me and saying, quit calling us gay and all this. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
We don't care.
Yeah. Who cares? Let them troll.
Call us gay. Just
I don't. Yeah. Do you really think I give a shit?
Throw us money, goddammit. Call us gay.
Do you really think I give a
$10.
shit what somebody is making fun of us for, calling us homos? Who cares?
Do you have people donate to your PayPal at all?
No.
You should, and then throw me $5. Fucker.
Ah.
You've had like 60 people come and go over the course of the evening, and you're doing it for free. Like, confusing, man.
Well, like I said, I'm only gay for pay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. If this guy wants to know how gay we are, he can send me $100.
Yeah.
Because, like John said, don't do less than 100. Send you a couple bucks because.
Go on PayPal. Go type in Volk Party, VOLK Party, one word, and then throw me $20, and I'll show you all my titties.
We've already seen your titties, though.
He hasn't. He just got here.
Well, please don't show them.
DWR is running out of shit he hasn't seen.
Well, please don't show the titties. Hey, Jay Wilkins, how you doing, buddy? Please don't show the titties unless you get the $2 first. And now you just scared off poor Jay Wilkins.
Yeah, there goes Jay. Jay Wilkins just walked in the door, and I'm like, hey, Jay. Oh, God, Jay Wilkins, 79. Go watch his channel, you guys.
Why did Falagar and I fight? Because he became a fucking obsessed weirdo. Okay. What's your point?
What's going on?
Yeah, the troll guy is wondering why another guy and I fell out, and it's because he became an obsessed weirdo. Hey, okay.
How did you get you're the most, like, mellow, non-drama person in existence. How the fuck do you get trolls and people obsessed? I can't even get people on my channel to fucking obsess over me.
This is making it even worse. Not only do I get viewers, but I also get people making fun of me.
I'll take some fucking trolls all day.
Again, the only one who makes fun of you is me.
Yeah. I know. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. What the fuck?
Are you really obsessed about? I thought Sammy was a good. You know what? Then why don't you talk to him and find out from him?
If you go over to the Whitey White Guy show, I'll explain everything. I have all the information. I know all the inside scoop.
All the cliff notes.
I even know what the fuck he's talking about right now. I really do.
But you won't find out unless you donate to his PayPal right
exactly.
now. Wikipedia is the truth.
Wikipedia.
Wait,
what?
Do you know that Rennie Harlan's first movie was A Nightmare on Elm Street 4? Yes, I do. I actually have
He knows that shit.
A Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
I thought Rennie Harlan was a T.
No, see?
What?
I even have it on VHS. See?
Show him the whole box thing.
No.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Directed by Rennie Harlan. All right, cool. But it is not my favorite Rennie Harlan movie. That would be Cliffhanger.
Every Freddy movie is in there except for Freddy Got Fingered. That's not it.
I'm not watching Freddy Got Fingered. I've never liked
Rip
Tom
Torn
Green.
gets ejaculated on. I'm pretty sure that was Rip Torn.
Yeah, Rip Torn is in it. I've never understood the popularity of Tom Green.
Neither did I.
I've never enjoyed Tom Green.
Never swallowed. No.
Yeah, but you've watched Freddy Got Fingered though, right?
I'm aware it exists. I caught the better part of 10 minutes of it once.
I couldn't do
I
it.
remember that I did that.
My brother really enjoyed the show.
You have a brother?
Yeah.
Who are you hiding? Him from me or me from him?
Everybody from him.
Okay.
But he really enjoyed Tom Green. I sat and I tried to enjoy it. Rambo 4 and Escape Plan. Escape Plan was really good. And of course, Rambo 4 is just beautiful. Look, I'm so... Not DWR. Remember DWR, you can be gay if it's more than $100 though. Do you live in a trailer? It looks like a double wide background. No.
It's a 2-story house.
Yeah, it's a 2-story house.
We're just in the basement.
We're in the basement because he feels more at home in the basement. It's just to make you feel more comfortable.
It's closer to the bridge I live under.
Isn't that great? Since I've known you, you've gone from a normal house to Wisconsin to Colorado to a trailer park to the attic of a shanty to where you are now, which is the basement.
Yeah.
And you normally hang out in my basement.
And I work in the basement.
Good night, Batman. Look, Jay Wilkins is there. Your nipples.
Why do you like our show? Oh, he's gone.
I'm glad you didn't scare off Jay Wilkins.
He's on my channel on the other. On Why do you like our show? I
know, but I'm talking about with the nipple.
Oh, that wouldn't scare him off. He's sunglasses, man.
You never know. Whitey's path is literally exactly like mine. Dead serious. You and DWR really are like yin and yang.
You're like the voice and.
He was in Colorado too. He was in wow.
Gunnison County. I was up in Mount Crested Butte.
How far is that?
From here?
From each other.
Half hour.
Wow.
Where was he? Where was you?
Yes, it's the same troll. Don't worry about him. It's the same guy with
Pueblo was a good hour or so east of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like due east. I'm pretty sure. It was off the mountain.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was if
Denver.
DWR was really Mr. Sturgis and you had no idea he's been following you this whole time?
That would no, because Sturgis.
Because Sturgis was Colorado, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was Mount Crested Butte.
Mm.
And DWR is cool. Sturgis was.
Oh, Jennifer, you can talk shit about Whitey all the time. He enjoys it, but she is apologizing for talking bad about you.
What? Nobody ever has to apologize.
Jennifer, it's
talking
okay.
shit about me.
It's okay, Jennifer.
I've been hanging out with this guy since 10 and
15
he
years?
talk shit about me every day.
Yeah.
Every time I see him.
His first name is Derek, hand to God.
Huh.
DWR. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. The
So
more you know.
Yeah. But it's not Henry is the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the real
Jennifer,
guys.
it's okay.
Yeah, if you can talk shit about me.
Yeah. She's a sweetheart. She
But
just wanted to make
Jennifer, if you're gonna talk shit, you do have to sub to the Right Like This show and throw me $50 on Volt Party so I can quit my fucking job. It's ruining my legs. I bought a guitar. Did I tell you that?
No. What did you buy a guitar?
When I got the Nintendo,
So to help you-
Super
to help
Nintendo,
you
I bought a
panhandle on
guitar
it?
because I'm like, that's it. I'm gonna, and I told you this before, I'm gonna write down everything my dad says and sing it into a country tune.
There, see, DWR needs to be
Volt
like
Party,
your
one word.
needs to be like your cheerleader. Like,
Yes, I need cheerleaders like a motherfucker. I need people to be like, go watch this guy's stuff. It's even better than Eric's.
you know what? It could be.
Yeah, if you like politics and you don't like the Jews, then that's the place to be.
He'll be your handler.
Nice.
And then for $100, he'll be your ball handler.
Yay!
I think you and William Patterson were lovers. No, see, I don't mind fat guys,
Who the
but
fuck is William Patterson?
he's a troll of mine.
Oh, okay.
Not this guy. He's another
I
troll.
didn't get trolls, dude. I've had trolls, but I didn't give a shit. I was like, I'll just like show them.
I have 2 electric guitars. Yeah, Kubrick Glover. If you don't sub to him, he's played guitar on his.
Oh, so here's the thing. I used to be a drummer back in my previous life, and I never played guitar, but I should have. So I finally go and get a guitar online. I ordered it when I got the Nintendo Super Nintendo, and I'm like just sitting there working on tuning it, and the goddamn E string popped. So I went into Accent Hand today and got another one, and I need to go and restring the bottom string.
But why did you buy a guitar? Just to have a guitar?
To learn how to play.
Huh.
So I could go be. My point is, everything everybody in my family says is a fucking country song. So I'm literally just gonna start taking pen and paper, write down everything they say. Like, let's look at my dad's life.
Yeah.
Divorced twice. You know, you saw.
He's back with the woman he
divorce.
just
Back
divorced.
with the woman he just divorced, who fucked him out of his railroad retirement. He's got to pay. Like it doesn't. It's a weird thing where he keeps 100%, but what they do is 100% plus your wife gets like 50% or something, the way the retirement's sold out.
Wow.
So even though she fucked him as hard as she possibly could, she still gets 50% of that retirement. So I'm gonna write that down.
So did he marry her just so he can get 50% of his retirement back?
Yeah, that's why he moved back in. So now his rent's free, and that's why he did it, because he's already paying for it. So I'm gonna write down his entire life and be like, and then she left me, fucked my overall retirement pension thing, working on the railroad, and then Grace has got that Jiner Poo song I need to write.
Yeah, and then you could also sing about how your mom used to feed you guys dirt.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, the other day I was dropping off Schmace, a.k.a. Schmace, and she used to be a CNA in training. If you don't know the CNA, at a retirement home.
I would hate to have like my life depend on her.
Yes.
Remember, this is the girl. Okay, I've known his sister longer than I've known him, and she's been ever since I've known her, and has slowly gotten worse. I bumped into her. I told you this 2 days ago at Hy-Vee. Now she was walking your aunt who has some disabled
mental retardation.
Okay, I didn't know how far you wanted to say, but was talking around. From what I've seen, like either on camera or at the store, your aunt seems like a sweetheart. My wife and my daughter were waving at her. I saw your sister. We were in the frozen food section. I opened up the door. I stuck my head in the freezer, and I'm like, "Honey, you want steak fries or not?" And I waited for her to pass so she could leave. God. And then I grabbed the steak fries. I threw them in the cart, and we were good to go. So, anyways, your mom feeding you dirt.
So what the fuck was I talking about?
Oh, she was a CNA.
Oh, so she was a CNA, and she told me a story about she was a CNA in training. She was working with a CNA, and so old lady McGillicuddy shit into her adult diaper, right? And when she shat into her adult diaper, all that poo got shoved up into her vagina. And so they had to go in there with a rag and clean out the giner of the poo. Yeah. And when the CNA pulled the rag back, the poo flew into her eyeball. Oh. And so I wrote a song called Giner Poo. And look at that, they all left. I got a country song called Giner Poo I'm working on. Oh. We went from 9 people to 4 as I was telling this story.
If that's not a country song, I don't know what it is. Hi, John. Welcome to the stream.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I ran off your audience, bro.
You've done it before.
You were crushing it, too.
No, I don't care. We're just talking about... Literally talking about shit.
Yeah, we're just talking about shit over here, people.
That is what it is. I don't care. My son just asked me to learn how to play the piano so he can learn how to play Open Arms. I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. I always thought it'd be cool to learn how to play the piano.
What's Open Arms?
I don't know.
Okay. Is that a Pearl Jam song?
What is Open Arms? There. Why don't you just ask her?
Is that Pearl Jam? Temple of the Dog?
Is everything... Why is the
Wait a minute, isn't that Journey?
Open Arms?
Or is that Creed? No, that's with Arms.
Well, Brian just said
Journey. Yeah, Journey.
Why is he interested in Falagar? I don't know. It could
be Temple of Dog, DWR every time, man.
It could be Todd Walnuts. I don't fucking know, and I don't care. He's been doing the usual, asking us if we're gay stuff, and we've just been rolling with it.
Yeah,
we're gay for pay, nothing less than 100, except for you.
How much? What do you want me to see me do? What do you want me to do? Is pencil? The pencil is phallic, of course. And I'm going to do funny things with pencil. And by funny, I mean anal.
But now listen, and remember, it's not gay until the balls touch.
It's called the Whitey White Guy Show. Oh. Wait, ready for it?
See, what I love about Trolls, though...
I used to play drums.
Speaking of rent coming up, how much? Whip it out, big fella. See? What I like about Trolls is they actually think it's hurting our feelings.
Us? We have
I know.
We have no pride.
Look at us. We've been talking for almost 3.5 hours in a basement. Do you think anything's going to make us feel bad?
And we have to lie to people that it's a basement because it is, in fact, a double-wide trailer.
Exactly.
And that thing doesn't even work.
I know. That was like the best thing was like the last live stream was us trying to get that thing to work.
I'm sitting here wearing my work jacket from 4 jobs ago because that son of a bitch doesn't work. What harm can you do?
Exactly.
Troll us about what?
Yeah. What's he gonna do? He calls us gay. Next, what's he gonna do? Call us fat? Oh no!
Yeah, bearded?
Oh no! Someone called me fat. I've been fat since like 4th grade.
Yeah. I've been fat since I started hanging out with you. It's contagious.
I'm a sweater and white boxer shorts. Huh?
He sweats a lot.
Okay.
He wears white boxer shorts.
Oh, hey.
We're talking about...
And I'm fat. Oh, okay. The more you know.
Yeah, yeah. So all the shit we have in common. I don't wear white. I go with like red with stripes and shit. This is not Tidy Whities.
No.
That was gonna be
Gotta let the guys breathe.
Series on the show, Tidy Whities, for the Whitey White.
Wearing a sweater right now and in boxer shorts. Oh. Well.
Okay.
So he's classy up top and then
Yeah.
just letting it all go.
Letting them hang free.
That's a weird combination. He's got the sweater on, so he's cold up here, but he's warm down there. It's like the time my wife walked in on me, and I was drunker than shit. I was doing the dishes with no pants on, but I still had my shoes on. So I don't know if my feet were just cold or if I was so drunk I took them.
Got a point, because the two ladies we have between us that watch our stuff never talk about what they're wearing. It's always the dudes telling us about the sweater and the box.
Yeah, maybe
not once is some girl like, I'm wearing the tightest G-string ever did see.
Maybe it's just our gay animal magnetism.
Yeah.
Tickets to the premiere of the Dark Phoenix. I want to see Dark Phoenix. That's the new X-Men movie, but I'm waiting. Like I said, I'm waiting for Pet Sematary. I'm wearing a Wendy's jacket that I left 2 years. See, Jennifer's talking about what she's wearing.
Thank you.
See, you won her over.
Yeah.
Look at that. See,
Okay.
now, like I said.
What'd she say? What color is the undergarments?
Maybe she's wearing Howard the Duck. Remember, she's the one that says you cannot badmouth Howard the Duck.
What?
Yeah, because she loves Howard. Remember,
how much money have you donated to Volt Party over on PayPal?
I think Jennifer's the one who said that she has Gilbert Gottfried's autograph.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about you wanted the Howard the Duck remake to be voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
If that movie was voiced by Gottfried, I'd love it. I would straight up love Howard the Duck if it was Gottfried, but it wasn't. It was
somebody.
Somebody who isn't famous for anything else. Fuck.
Tim Robbins was in that.
I would have enjoyed the Obama administration if it was voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Here we go.
The Holocaust. All right. So anyway, Gilbert Gottfried just makes everything better.
Well, he was in the new Critters TV show apparently.
Apparently, is he like just once?
I don't know. I've just seen the trailer for the Critters TV show, and it looks like it's got a budget of 50 cents. And from what I heard, the episodes are just like 10 minutes long. Kind of like if you're watching an Adult Swim. Booger Rocks t-shirt. So, Revenge of the Nerds?
Is there another one?
No, Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. Yeah.
That's what she's wearing. Or is that a guy?
No, that's Jennifer. I'm wearing my Dora costume. I'm 69, but never too old to watch Dora. Well, bless your heart. I'm glad. Wait a minute.
I might have to debate him on that point.
Batman, are you a brony as well?
I was going to say, that's the thought I was having. He's a brony. We got a goddamn brony.
That's okay.
We'll have to accept it.
You know what? If they call guys who like men who like My Little Ponies bronies, what do they call men who like Dora the Explorer?
Fags?
Why'd you have to do that? Now I'm gonna get like a strike.
Because I drew a blank.
You realize I'm gonna get a strike.
What else would you call somebody? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. What do you call somebody? Fuck me if I know. Fags. That's all that came to mind.
I just can't wait for my email in the morning that my show is like deleted for hate speech.
Yes. It wouldn't get deleted.
Are you 64 or are you 69, Batman? You're kind of getting confused with your ages. What are you doing? Are you going live?
On this one. I think this is show.
Dories. There you go.
Dories. That's not bad.
Good job. See, that's why Jennifer's here. She keeps us straight. Because apparently we're a bunch of homos anyway. But what are you going live?
That's politics. Just let me do my thing.
Okay. I dated a girl from Galesburg, Illinois. Congrats.
Where's Gales? That's up by the border, isn't it?
I have no fucking clue. Do you think I leave my town
No.
if I have to?
I know you don't.
I don't leave my house if I don't have to.
As a point of fact.
Yeah. Why would I want to leave my house? Yeah, I think by the border. So I have no idea.
Yeah, it's up north. It's by the Wisconsin border.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Are you charged?
I'm going to the Brony Fest. Awesome, we'll meet you there because I'm gonna drag him. Yeah, it's charged enough.
All right, I'm gonna bogart this.
Okay.
Hopefully it fits. Giggity. Hey, it's the right size for the hole. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
That's what he said.
Yes. What was the kid's name again? Simeon?
Simeon? Well, I don't know. He was like 3 or 4 or 5 different people. Hey, now you're finally ready to watch. I think that's all it needed was to be charged. Simeon Halliday. See, DWR's got it. It doesn't matter who the fuck his name is. He'll be back when we do our next live stream in 2 weeks. I'm sure. He's welcome to come back and talk about how gay we are and all this and that. It doesn't really
How do you
fucking
spell his name? Simeon?
Oh, here. Hold on. Simeon Halliday.
Simeon.
Simeon space Halliday. Brony in the butt, Simeon Halliday.
Whoa, it died.
You can't win.
The camera came to rest on your face and died.
You just can't win tonight, can you?
Brony in the butt.
It says go live right there.
Yeah, I better retake this.
I always like so disappointed that I'm not doing a live stream.
You do. You look like you just found out I'm your kid. And you're like, this is my boy.
I'm excited for Clown NATO. I've seen the trailer for Clown NATO and it looks horrible, but it could also look good. Here.
There's a Clown NATO?
I guess. Here. Now, so move that. God damn it. Move that. And then move that. Don't move that. Move that.
This is like sex with my ex.
Move that. No, I don't like that. And then rest
That's
that.
not the right hole.
Rest that there. With this. And stick that right there.
Okay.
And see if that'll balance there.
This is.
Oh, that's gonna fall. Yeah, see? Hold on.
I can't get it to work.
Rest that there with this. Ah! Kind of like right
Just like
there.
sex with all my cousins at once.
There.
Hey.
Just
Okay.
don't move.
Just,
Don't breathe.
Don't talk or look at it.
Yeah.
I'm doing both.
All right.
We'll back up to 6 over here.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking off clothes
No, you're not.
for everybody.
No, because no one's donated to your PayPal yet.
Yeah, you guys. Come on now.
I know where Galesburg is. All right, cool. I think it's by the border.
It's by the border.
I'm not going to Galesburg.
I think Dad went there a lot with.
Your dad is so fun to
Wicked
follow
Witch.
on like Facebook.
Yeah.
'Cause he's always like finding all these weird like arrowheads and coins and stuff. Like he's always going out with like
Doing that
his.
my whole life.
He's always.
He just can't find pussy. That's the one thing. He's always rooting around out on fields, down rivers.
He can
and
find it.
houses.
It's just not the ones he
Like-
should be in.
Paul, there ain't no giant out in that cornfield now.
He said, "I look like her son when trying to like me helping you balance it. It was like her son
Yeah.
trying to help her do her cell phone. I've said it many times. It's like I'm the miracle worker and he's Helen Keller.
That's apt.
Are you going to see My Little Pony at Brony Fest? Because I am for my 69th birthday. You've already said you were 69 3 times, so you're going to be 69 again? Make up your fucking mind, dude. My grandparents lived in the Kewanee area, so that's about an hour and a half from there. Okay, cool. So, Batman, I don't know what your
Is that
problem
near
is.
Scotland?
Scotland?
The guy.
John went to bed a while ago.
I don't know who your people are.
Oh, my people. What do you mean by my people?
The Scottish.
The Scottish guy. No, he remember it was like 4 a.m. over there, so he.
Yeah. He decided to call it a night. So I'm not taking my clothes off?
No, not until they donate to your PayPal.
Yeah, you guys.
And it's not worth it. I've seen his nipples. They're not worth, the $250 you're gonna
haven't-
donate to the PayPal.
I haven't shaved neither. It looks like Teen Wolf. Right around the areola areas.
You just have like the one hair sticking out.
No, I'm like a hobbit and shit.
It's like that episode
See my
of
feet.
is it like the episode of Family Guy where Peter becomes like a feminist.
Yeah.
And he wants to breastfeed,
Yeah.
so he breastfeeds Stewie.
Did I ever tell you guys about my superpower?
You have a suit.
I don't think I've mentioned it. I don't know that I mentioned it.
Do bronies have sex with My Little Pony dolls? I'm sure they do, Jace.
Are you asking us?
I know that they're obsessed with My Little Pony and they're like men in their 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm sure they do have My Little Pony blow-up dolls. We'll find out when we go to the convention in Chicago.
Oh, we're actually doing this?
Oh,
Wait a minute, we're doing this on... Guys, if you go over to PayPal, Volk Party, V-O-L-K Party, one word, and donate, we will go to Chicago to the Brony convention and film our antics for everybody at home.
No, I'm going to film your antics because you're the one getting involved.
I'm going to be the one doing the antics. And by antics, he means anal.
You do realize...
Which is preferable to the 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special.
You do realize I am dragging you to this because...
Yes, I do.
The fact that
But you need to get your crew to start raising money today.
Oh, I'm sure tickets
Because
are only like
it's-
$10.
But when is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, where the fuck am I going to get $10? Unless they donate.
I'll spot
PayPal.
you $10. Just to see
No,
how...
on PayPal. Volk Party, V-O-L-K.
I will donate $10 cash to you to get you in to a Brony convention
Or
just
you
to
can
see...
subscribe to my Patreon account at Volk Party.
No, don't do that.
On Patreon.
No. I will personally
Dude,
pay...
you could have tens of thousands of dollars cash.
I will personally pay to get you in to a Brony convention just to see how uncomfortable you are because I'm your friend.
We need to do a trailer for this. What happens when two guys who don't like My Little Pony go to a Brony convention? Woohoo! You know,
Two
Dwayne
guys
The Rock
from the
Johnson,
Midwest.
Justin Bieber, and Rob Schneider. Bromie.
Whitey and Cracker
Yeah.
go to the Brony.
That's it's on its way, you guys.
Weekend at Bronies.
Open up the wallets. Make this a thing. When is it?
I don't know. It was just the fact that you found out what Bronies were just tonight.
Yeah, just tonight. I'm
And then my wife found out.
I'm trying to digest my food, and then this shit happened. Oh my god, is he 69? I didn't know that.
I don't know. He keeps saying he's 69, then he's going to turn 69, and then he was 67. I think he's confused. I don't know if he's a troll or not. I don't really care. Or he could literally be a Brony in the 60s.
It is your channel, so they're all dementia patients for what it is. What it is.
You know what would be funny? The people who subscribe to your channel, who like watch your videos like in the morning, they're gonna see all these like chopped up live streams out of context. It'd be fantastic.
So it's called Giner Poo. It's my first hit. It's gonna be on the radio as soon as I get my guitar restrung. I'm gonna play it all. It's all. The only thing that's missing is the I can't play part.
Well, that's okay.
So, yeah, we'll get Joker over here. Have you even seen that guy? I think he died.
He's 69. His tablet is screwing with me. Okay. I haven't seen Joker. I think since like the first. Last time I talked to Joker. Last time I remember talking to Joker was like the first time you ever live streamed, and that was like over a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I have no idea.
Get him back on.
But then again, Gollum still talks to you, and I haven't talked to that guy personally in over like 2 years.
We miss our friends.
But he's all caught up with like the political stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's fine. I was just happy to see him like.
Chimes in from time to time.
I was just happy to see him like 2 weeks ago, just to know that he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
Johnner Pooh.
You know why I think you're not getting any viewers because you're not on Volt Party. That's the one with all the subscribers.
I was just thinking that my own self.
That's the
over there.
Another out of context.
Yeah.
We would all three get along. I guarantee. I'm shy. I'm husky.
Well, you have to move to the town of
Yeah, you don't want to. No, don't move here. You don't want to. Trust me.
There's nothing here.
We would all three get along. I guarantee that I'm husky. I'm blue collar. And I love big boobs.
Big boobs. God, it's like he's inside my brain.
He does like that porn star that looks like a dude.
Yeah, Clark. I can't. While we're on the subject, there's a YouTuber called Wicked Dealer.
Okay.
I've just started following. Everybody go check that guy out.
Why?
Because look at him. That's why.
He's frightening.
It's all dark and shit. He's like us. He's really laid back. He's more political, but
I don't follow political stuff though.
Hey, look who subbed. That's the name of the channel. Hitler Time 2.0.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love my channel.
Jesus. You could just call her the Screamer Chloe. You should not make fun of Bronies because when you go to Brony Fest, we will hug you tight and sing My Little Pony till your ears bleed. I'm not going to be the one getting hugged. He is. And I think they're going to paint his beard rainbow colors.
Oh, Lord. You're going to get me...
I'm going to make you...
F in the A.
I'm going to make sure you are so uncomfortable at that Brony Fest.
Do you any recollection of when that is?
No, we'll find out. We'll find out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Did you just type in Brony Talk for that?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm a Cassidy Cracker with the biggest dick on the planet.
We're friends.
Oh, shit! I just drop-kicked my tablet.
I think it's okay. Hey, you're still live.
I'm back. I'm upside down. Why am I upside down?
I don't know. Is it allowing it to rotate, though?
No. Keep telling about that Gilbert Gottfried movie.
Gilbert Gottfried movie? What Gilbert Gottfried movie?
Oh, TV show?
He was in Critters, the new binge?
Yeah. We're good. Let me do it.
Okay, there you go.
Back. All right, so sorry about that. A minute later. So here's the deal. Cracker over Cassidy Cracker.
You should watch Brony porn. No, ew.
Has informed me about the existence of something called Bronies, which are grown men who are 60 years old or something and follow are really into My Little Pony, and so he wants me to go to a Brony festival in Chicago.
JV TV is pure trash. That's why I enjoy hanging out with him, because us trash people need to hang out with.
But I don't make money sucking the dick where I'm at, so I'm hoping for you guys to throw me some money on Volt Party on Patreon or PayPal.
You really have no shame.
So I can go to Chicago and do some journalism on the Brony culture.
Well, you don't have to go to Chicago. There's another one that was closer. What was it? Canesville?
Janesville, Wisconsin?
No.
Caneville?
I think so.
Caneville?
I don't fucking know. We're going. If we don't have to go to Chicago, it'll be okay.
Oh my God.
Because it's bad enough going to Chicago and not getting shot.
Yeah, that's a trick.
Do you want, your do you want your obituary in the paper to say you were on your way to a Brony
no
convention and you got shot?
I want the obituary to say he had so much money it killed him. Caneville and
Wakanda.
Jesus. Wakanda was created by the Jews as well. It was. The one guy wrote the comics.
Stan Lee?
That's the guy.
I don't think Stan Lee created Black Panther.
He did.
I don't know. He didn't create everything in the Marvel Universe.
Just Black Panther.
He created just Black Panther. You're an idiot. You really have no idea, do you?
Wakanda was his idea. I'm pretty sure I'm actually right about that one.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
All I know is he created...
3 kids at home, did Stan Lee write or create Black Panther? The comic and the character.
Yeah, not the militant group.
Was it militant group?
The Black Panthers?
Oh my God.
Well, we're not going to get into that. All I know is Stanley, he created like Incredible Hulk and Daredevil. He created Black Panther for black kids who would have a hero to look up to.
Yeah, and hit Whitey.
Oh, stop it.
Did I miss something?
I don't know. I haven't seen Black Panther yet. I want to see it, but I heard it's
White
just
hate.
you don't know. You haven't even seen it either.
I saw the reviews for it, and they're like, everything's about how horrible white people are, and it's all our fault.
No, it's not.
To do with it. We weren't even there.
It's because Wakanda isn't real, stupid.
That's my point.
Oh. Remember how your brain broke earlier?
Yeah, you shouldn't have hit me with all that shit.
Oh my god.
Just awful. What's Jay right about?
Huh? What'd I miss?
Yeah, Stan Lee created Black Panther.
That's not what happened. Jay is right. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who Jay is. Yeah, see, I don't know. I think Batman's drunk. I don't know. Hey, you got someone watching over there.
Hi, welcome to Folk Party. I'm Whitey. That's Cracker. I don't want to move the damn thing; it'll fall again, like the other 42 times that's happened. And then I'm gonna end up drop kicking the damn tablet again.
I wonder if it's DWR though. It's probably
DWR.
he probably feels sorry for you.
I'm
Don't
like,
touch it.
I gotta hit the button, just like my old lady.
Did you put it on all?
Live. Check.
Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Think there are bronies?
And it is!
See? Oh, isn't that nice of him?
It is. It is my only friend. My only two friends. And he's gone.
He's over here now. Yeah, it's me. This was cool because there was one time.
Guys, everybody just bounce back and forth, and like the algorithm will send us into space and shit.
With the Leprechaun.
Go over to Folk Party and then come right back.
That was cool because there was one time we had like all 3 channels open. He literally went, I'm here, and then I'm over here,
Just
and then
like
I'm
that.
over here.
Yeah.
And he did it in like perfect sequence too.
And he's our best friend.
I like this dude.
DW is our boy. And I'm pretty sure I brought him to you.
I think you did.
I
Yeah.
do shout out your show a lot.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I would watch more of your channel if it wasn't all political stuff.
Yeah.
I've told you that.
Yeah. I mean, just because Hitler did nothing wrong, that's all.
Like I said, I'd be your handlers. He's going to handle you.
Nice.
But not for less than
You can
100.
handle me right here.
Not for less than 100, remember? Do you know where I left? All right, Batman, I don't know what the fuck you're going on.
What is Batman's deal?
I don't know.
Take your meds.
Take your meds. Then go to bed. Yeah, I found Whitey when NFL started kneeling. Then I found Eric. Well, thank you, Jennifer.
Jennifer, you had better morals and taste than my crowd.
Yeah, Jennifer's a sweetheart. I don't know if she subscribes to any of your channels, probably just the Whitey the White Guy show, which is more movie based.
Yeah, for those of you at home who don't know, Whitey the White Guy show is this.
Basically, yeah.
Like movies, video games. I'm getting my retro game collection put together to play some retro gaming. Old school films, stuff we talk about here, same thing. The other 2 channels are political.
Yeah. Stuff I don't watch.
Yeah. He's apolitical.
All Nintendo gaming is awesome. See?
Yep. But like the one downside, and when I went and for anybody who wasn't there 2 hours ago when we started that conversation, I went.
Gee, that mini Nintendo is sweet.
Oh, and I also replaced my actual. I saw 2 mini Nintendo and mini Super Nintendo, and I replaced the actual Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. And I was playing some Bart versus Space Mutants.
Ooh.
Really didn't like that one?
I hadn't played that one.
But
I played the second one, Bart versus the World, which is basically the same like mechanics and stuff, and it was horrible.
I'm going back to when I was 8 years old. I had no problem with it.
I think I don't think there's been a good Simpsons game until like Simpsons Hit and Run on like the GameCube. So that tells you how shitty they've been.
But the only thing I just with work and shit, I got that plugged in, but then it was fuzzy. Mm-hmm. So I got to clean. Maybe something's corroded or something. Get that working, or just clean the system or the game.
Good night, Batman.
Good night, Batman. Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, get some sleep. I think you need it. Yeah.
I think he said he was 69.
I think he said he was 69, then he was 67, then he's going to be 69. I think he probably one of the people that lives where you work.
Yeah.
You'll be changing his bed sheets
Man,
tomorrow.
I got some fucking stories about that place. Did I tell you about Jim?
Maybe? I don't think so.
Just some crazy. We got a lady now who counts, and she would sit there and go, "Can I go home now, please?" All day, every day, for months, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear it all over the building. Now she wheels up and down the hallway and just counts. And 62, and 63, and 64. So I was like, okay, everybody, when she gets to 100, we're gonna cheer. And nobody, it was just me.
Jennifer says the Friday the 13th Nintendo game. Does your Nintendo have that?
No.
Oh. I played the hell out of that game and I didn't realize
You
until I
can
was
find
older
out
how
what
dumb
games
it
it
was.
does have if you go to the Whitey White Guy show, because I read off the box, I read the list of all the games that they came with. And you can see my whole, I'll go over my whole fucking collection next chance.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw you had the first 3 Marios. You had Earthworm Jim.
Yeah. Castlevania 1 and 2 is on there. Punch Out, the non-Mike
Tyson one,
Punch
yeah.
Out, which is identical.
Yeah, the only difference is instead of Mike Tyson, they replaced it with Mr. Dream.
Yeah, who the fuck is Mr. Dream?
He is...
Kind of like Mr. Sandman?
No, it's just, when Mike Tyson got thrown in prison for rape, they re-released Punch-Out because they're like, well, we can't have Mike Tyson promoting Punch-Out. So they just threw in... He's just literally a generic character named Mr. Dream. I think he's got the same move set and everything. I never beat Punch-Out. I could never get past Super Macho Man. He was the guy right before Tyson. I've never heard of that Mr. Dream Punch-Out. I just don't remember it. Not a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's the other one that nobody has until I went and got it.
It was like I said, they re-released it right after Tyson went to prison, and it was literally just called Punch-Out, not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. But everyone remembers Mike Tyson.
Ninja Gaiden is on there. Pac-Man is on there for the Nintendo one.
Ninja Gaiden, I remember that just being incredibly hard.
Howdy.
Are you gonna watch your video?
No. Yeah, let's see what other games is on there.
I remember Ninja Gaiden being extremely hard. I could never get past like the 2nd level. Does it have Double Dragon?
Yeah.
Double Dragon was a lot of fun.
Pac-Man. Here's me playing some Pac-Man.
And you got the Super Nintendo one too?
Yep.
Castlevania probably?
I'm gonna see if I can find where I go.
Castlevania 2.
List. Luke Perry's dead.
Yeah, he's been dead.
Poor guy. Like I was saying, it's the nice guys, man. Okay, Bubble Bobble's on there. Castlevania 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
I don't have the whole fucking list. That's me playing.
That's you playing Punch-Out.
Alright, Donkey Kong 1 and 2.
Castlevania 1 and 2. I know it's got like 20 games on it, right?
30.
30. Contra?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I
Contra.
think there's 2 different Contra. Contra was the shit. Contra and Super Contra.
Alright, man. I think I could beat the Sandman guy. I couldn't beat Mr. Sandman on Punch-Out. Wife's just saying she's going to bed.
Good night, Mrs. Cracker.
I'm trying to think. Zelda 1 and 2, probably.
Alright. I can't quite make out that list. Keep talking about stuff.
What are you trying to do?
Read the list.
Why don't you just Google it?
There's that.
See what I deal with, people. See what I deal with.
Helen Keller, baby.
Yeah. No, Helen Keller. I think Helen Keller was a lot easier to deal with. Because at least she put in effort to learn. You got 2 viewers now.
Howdy.
You got 2 viewers and they're watching.
Donkey Kong. There's just all kinds of fucking games on there. There's like 30 of them.
Okay.
There's 30 of them.
And you just lost.
And he lost them.
Say thanks for defending Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now good night. That's because I think Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is actually a lot better than people give it credit for. You're welcome. Good night. Have sweet, sweet dreams of Rainbow Dash, I hope.
Rainbow Dash. Really.
Anyways, I really wonder if Batman really is a brony or if he's just fucking with us.
No fucking idea. He's your guy. He's on Team U. I met him for the first time today.
Yeah. Good night. All right, cool.
Yeah. But Fuck me. What else do we need to talk about?
I don't know. We've been going for almost 4 hours.
Yeah, and we still got people there. Everybody go to Whitey White Guy show and watch my content for.
But you're not live on Whitey the White Guy show.
No, I'm not over there right now. Just
Okay.
if you haven't, sub up. Tell all your friends, all that kind of stuff. Throw me money, so I can go to the Brony. What else should we do? Like we should check out the world. We should go to some Comic Cons and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
If we're gonna do such things.
Comic-Con would be fun. Problem is, meeting the people would cost you like, the $100 that, the troll told us that, to be gay he pays for.
Yeah.
That would like get us one autograph allowed.
You could, like spink minus for the wet noodle if you tell me $50.
Oh, and there's the quote of the night here, people.
I could have one of the first ladies of America toss my salad if it would get me $50.
What if it was Michelle Obama?
Where'd you even get this thing?
This is the wife's. She got this.
I should treat you with respect then if it's the wife's.
Yeah, no, it's been beat to shit. If it's, as old as, two Rachel Olsen from Grandma and Grandpa. Let's see here. What is...
You just said her name though, bro.
Yeah.
Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah, well, guess what? Her name is in the comments, so it is what it is. 1990 edition. But that explains it if the last person in this is Barbara Bush.
Should write a book about bronies.
Write a book about bronies, so then you would have to do a lot of research. And I don't think you want to do a lot of research.
I don't think I accomplished much by way of research anyway.
It would be worth it. Oh, Renaissance Fair. That would be fun.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, we should go to a Renaissance
We
Fair.
could go to the medieval times.
Medieval times was fun. I've been there before.
Yeah.
One time. It was fun.
What should we dress as?
Hookers.
Yeah. Prostitutes. We get dressed the old timey dresses on. We got the boobs. We're set there in the boobs department. We could dress as various characters from Game of Thrones.
Have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, we're rewatching that to build up the new season.
I root for the bad guys though, all too often, and so when they
what makes a good bad guy?
I was rooting for the bad guys.
Other than Ramsey, what makes a good bad
guy? No, that's why
guy?
I'm Bolton Ramsey. I was like, fuck, that guy should win the whole thing. I don't even know what the contest is, but
like with the Cersei character, yeah, medieval times you can drive to Chi-Town. I bet Chicago has a great Renaissance Fair.
How does anybody survive with all the gunfire?
Well, we'll use Cersei as an example. The best type of villain is a villain who truly believes what they're doing is the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've discussed that many times.
Bolton doesn't feel that way.
No, Bolton's just psychotic.
Yeah.
He's just a guy who enjoys torturing people for the sake of torturing people.
Yeah, and I was rooting for him, that show the Vikings. Like, I'm always like, come on, give the bad guys one. But I'm glad when they killed the king guy. That was nice.
Which king guy?
In the Vikings, they killed the guy who's
I
the
never watched
Christian
Viking.
king.
I never watched Vikings.
Yeah, so what they did is, they gave him what's called, I think it's called the eagle. I think I got that right. And they basically, while he's alive, they nailed his hands down on a board while he's lying on his stomach. And then they took an axe and break up his ribs, pull his ribs up, and then pull his lungs out through the back. And while he's, still in there.
For kids.
Yeah. And they like... Man, I'm driving them away. Sorry, guys.
Well, you're not very likable.
We could go back to talking about...
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
Well, come on, dude. We've been talking for
the telephone booth.
We've been talking for 4 hours.
We have.
What time is it? Jesus Christ.
Coming up on 11. So I could go and get my Little Caesars before they close.
Okay, you want to call this a night?
Yeah, I say we call it a night because we're
right.
on a 3. So
yeah.
Thank you to our loyal fans.
Yes, thank you to everyone that's been watching since the beginning. Leslie Jones will play Mike Ditka in an upcoming movie.
While he was still playing.
Anyways, since we're gonna close it off.
Yeah.
My butt's sore from sitting here for 4 hours. Not because of the gay sex that the troll wants us to do. Thanks to Jennifer, who's been here pretty much since the beginning.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah. DWR, one of our biggest supporters.
Yeah.
And then anyone else who's shown up. Brian, Kubrick lover. Bronco was here for a while. Horror Man was great. Everyone else I'm forgetting. The Trolls, thank you. I hope you come back. if anyone's going to donate to your PayPal, I hope it's the trolls, and I hope it's all counterfeit money.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to call it a night because you want to get some Little Caesars
I need
before
to
they
get some
close.
skeezers before I go home. I gotta get that grease in my butt.
Supporter,
Supporter,
fluffer, and handler. And on that
chief.
note, yes, you too,
Yeah.
Jennifer, we will say
Good
journey.